We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday to you. Are you having a good day today? Well, I'm waiting. Please answer. Let me know in the chat how well you're doing today, because I'm doing great. Hi, Blabs.
Hello. You had a missed opportunity to be like Bueller or like anyone.
That's why I brought you in, so you could do it.
Oh, well, yeah. Later on.
Later what?
Foreshadowing. Do you not check the run sheet?
No, I helped create the run sheet, Blabs.
Yeah. So like Ferris Bueller anniversaries today.
Oh.
That's, you know what? Forget it, man. It was in the run sheet. It's fine. It's fine.
Now we know. That's excellent. Hey, speaking of the run sheet, most people don't know this. Once one show ends, the next show begins. That's kind of how this
Actually,
works.
I start working on it while it's live during one showdown or like run sheet and everything. Yeah,
there you go.
It's constant.
Yeah. It is a constant evolution, this show. It's good.
Because you got to see things for like our guests, right? So for example, we have certain guests on tomorrow, right? That you kind of tailor to. So it's like, oh, that would be perfect for XYZ, and you throw it in there. Or if you know they're coming on like a week, you throw it in there, run sheet in advance, shit like that.
And now you know. That's why she's the best producer in the biz, everybody. Best producer in the biz.
Thank you.
It is.
I got a card today in the mail. I was very excited.
Does it say best producer in the biz?
No. It has Hermione smacking Ron. Yay!
I retract the applause from earlier, Blast.
Why? I still work hard to get my ass in shape. And let's move stuff. Yeah.
She does a great job. All right, listen, we have two full pages of topics. I can't wait. Yes, she does a great job. All right, listen, enough gold starring for Blabs.
I want physical gold stars mailed to me.
Okay.
Can they be like the bubbly 3D ones that stick out? Those are fun.
So we are going to be doing more merchandise coming up, and I think.
Can we do like Blabs gold star stickers?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think that's a nice thing.
It's just my face instead of like a Teletubby baby face. It's like my face on a star.
So I actually did have back in the day a Stuttering Craig seal of approval sticker. Yeah. I would use like. I was part of one of the bits in this video where I do like reviews and stuff, and I would say give the Stuttering Craig seal of approval, and we sold those stickers, and they would like just show up and like, especially at conventions, I would just be walking and I'd see like a sticker on something. It's my face, like it's pretty silly. So
I think my face should be on a sun like the Teletubbies, baby.
That will definitely be the model for this. I'm going to make sure I write this down. Blabs.
Teletubbies.
Blabs Golden Star.
Yes.
All right, there we go. It is written down as an idea. So
good.
Someone who is a true Golden Star on the internet. Very excited today on this Thursday to welcome in the wonderful Fox Lady herself. Hello, Kirsche. Great to see you.
We're just normal, innocent men.
That's right. With gold stars.
Gold star men. Whenever people say gold star, I think of the special Vaseline in Tarkov.
What do you use the Vaseline for, Kirsche?
I guess when you get shot, it helps, ? I don't remember.
Well, we listen, if you want Vaseline talk, you found it here on the #1 video game podcast on God's Green Earth. Glad you're with us today.
What's the #1 Vaseline brand for being able to grip something without hurting it?
The number one, it's a good question. Let me do a quick glance. #1 Vaseline company. Is it Vaseline like the
Probably
name?
just Vaseline.
You can use it on chicken legs to help with their Like frostbite, I think it was.
Oh, I thought you meant like the ones you eat, and I was
No,
confused.
like actually taking care of the chickens.
So
You can use
Vaseline
Vaseline. And also
is
think
the
for
brand
mice.
name. Just I'm learning this
Oh,
right now. Vaseline
petroleum jelly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Petroleum. This is why people tune in on a day-to-day basis. Petroleum jelly.
You put them on the cow udders when you milk them.
Vaseline?
Yeah, because the udders can get dry and cracked.
No. You do
Is
it
this true?
afterwards, not beforehand.
Oh yeah, you don't want to get it in the milk, but it's
That's
like
what
you want.
you just said when you milk them. Like, no, you don't, because then you contaminate the milk. You do it afterwards.
Because-
You do iodine beforehand, then you clean that off.
Order of operations.
Shut up, Phoenix. I see you. He's doing like what? He's doing one of these.
He's like, what? Why am I still in the back?
Well, speaking of Phoenix, somebody who, as I know, is a true expert when it comes to petroleum jelly. Please welcome to the show, freshly shaven. It's Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
I can literally pull 3 bottles of Vaseline at the moment. That's how much
Why
I
do
know
you have
about
so
Vaseline.
much Vaseline? What are you?
What
doing
are our
with your
topics
time?
for today, Craig?
I think we
Phoenix,
found
did
it.
you get a haircut?
I got a haircut. I shaved all that other stuff. It's like hot as a witch's cooter. It's so fucking hot
you're
here.
looking
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know how good I look, but I appreciate that. Line. Thank you.
Hot as a witch's cooter, by the way.
Yeah.
I just got to slid that one in there, didn't you, Phoenix? That's good.
Right in there. Yeah.
Right on in there. Well, I'll tell you what. If you'd like to slide right on into our show every day on a day-to-day basis, hit that subscribe button. Join the 145,000 just normal men, the 49,000 just normal men who have found us over at rumble.com/sideshows. Once again, you can find the show over on Kick, over on Twitch, and you can find the show every day delivered to your phone via Spotify. So make sure you guys find us over there. By the way, once again, Spotify blowing up. Great stuff over there. Very excited to have Spotify doing so well. So make sure you guys follow us anywhere and everywhere. And of course, if you really like the show, head over to Side Scrollers Plus and support us over there. It's a great way you can watch the show for free every single day there. And we get tons of exclusive content over there on a week-to-week basis, which is good. We treat it like it's a real deal. We try to reinvest into you guys, which is great. All right, so today's run sheet, like I said, is pretty stacked. There's a lot of videos here. We're gonna get into some true hardcore Italian talk here in just a little bit for Blabs.
I had a bunch of Italians DM me this morning. This has been a great day, then.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
question. I have a question, Blabs. Do you identify as an Italian American,
No, because most of those are Sicilian, and I'm not Sicilian.
The correct answer is that you're just an American.
Yes, Phoenix, you get it.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. I've mentioned this on the show before. I'm so over the idea of adding a qualifier before the American tag, the whatever, Mexican American, Iranian American, European American. What? No.
Stop with the hyphenations, man.
If somebody asks me, I always just say I'm American, but I also have the Italian citizenship. So it's like I'm FBI, foreign-born Italian.
Oh, that's pretty. I didn't know you had Italian citizenship. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. I voted
That
once.
is awesome.
Just once.
An Italian vote?
Yep.
Or American vote?
No, for
And then
Italy.
Mussolini said you're no longer allowed to vote.
Yeah, I'm actually that old that I voted back then. I am a witch, so like I use like the aging.
That explains why it's hot.
Yeah.
That's right. As a witch's cooter. Here. All right, so no showdowns today. We thought, hey, what's a showdown we can do? And nobody had any ideas. So we said, hey, let's bring back Montez today. So we do have a Montez goal today of 20 yellow supers. We'll see if we can hit that throughout the duration of the next couple hours we spend with you guys. But right at the bat, Ham, the third, came in with 2, just said Mundia. How nice is that? Thank you. Shantae Boots let everybody know that KY Jelly is the #1 petroleum jelly brand, which is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Shantae Boots. Choco came in and said with 10 says, I don't care what the contest is. My vote is for Xenogears. Sweep. There's no contest today.
Every time someone says sweep, I just think of curling.
Just getting out there.
I think
I've
I'm the
done
only
that
one that
before.
ever thinks of curling in any
I was
context.
forced to do curling in gym class once, and so
Oh, yeah?
I thought my
also-
attitude.
I also played a goofy sport in gym class because I didn't like I didn't like gym class. So I played badminton.
Oh, I had to do that too, but I had to do that like in middle school and high school.
I like badminton. It's fun. Like the shuttlecock.
What's wrong with Phoenix over there? He saw the word cock and was like, meh.
No, that I love. The this Pepsi Zero, it smells exactly like a dirty Indian. Like, you know, like when they don't wash them. It smells so fucking bad.
Well, why did you buy it from the 7-Eleven?
I literally did. Actually happened this morning. Thank you. All right. Yeah, not going there anymore. Sorry to disrupt the show.
It was one of those things where they, like, before you get it, they check it out on the little beeper and then they put it on their butt and they rub it on there. And they hit it.
Pretty much what it smells like. Yeah.
It's good. I thought you could no longer drink the Pepsi Zero.
Yeah, I can't.
He spoils himself.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like bad, this is going to be a shocker. There are bad chemicals in diet sodas that I've recently found out.
No way.
Yeah.
So everyone else knew but Phoenix.
Yeah, just not me.
My favorite thing about this is that since I've known Phoenix, there's been two things that keep Phoenix running on a day-to-day basis, right? Bagels and Pepsi Zero. And whenever we show up, well, the pretzels are like a third, but like Pepsi Zero is probably number one on the list, like to the point to where when he first arrives in town, it's like, well, we'll go get a 24 pack of Pepsi Zero, an entire case. Yeah. And that like keeps him going. And now we learned after just shoving it in his throat for the last, I don't even know how many years. Now he's learned that it's been deathly horrible for him.
Yeah.
So, isn't that hilarious?
Yeah, and it's like, you know, it's okay. I was reading like, it's okay if you have one a week. I was like, oh shit, what if you have 22 a day?
Right.
Like, what if I was still drinking this like I was a 18-year-old in college playing video games all night?
Yes.
Can I do that still?
Whoops.
Like, that was like my Mountain Dew consumption when I was like rollerblading everywhere and playing MMOs. But you know, as you get older, you kind of got to reduce that.
I would love to have an AI version of you rollerblading, Kirsche. Just rollerblading and having a Mountain Dew in your hand, doing the full gamer thing, and maybe
can we have an AI version of Phoenix sitting on a couch and drinking so much Pepsi Zero that he gets fat?
Yes, please.
A lot of irony. Oh, by the way, Kirsche, I don't know if you saw this. You probably didn't. Let me do a quick. It's just a little bit of housekeeping here before we get into these things, because you know we only talk every couple weeks here. So, you know, it's
I don't answer DMs.
Bi-weekly.
Yes. It's important that I show you some really valuable things that we've done on the show in the last little bit. This is probably the most important thing that we've done, and that is the transformation of Phoenix into Dr. Martin Luther King.
Okay. That makes sense.
So, you know, this is a big deal. By the way, you look great today, Phoenix. Let's see. Can you tell the difference between the two here?
No, that's the same picture.
I have a dream.
I mean, he's clean shaven right now. So, I mean, obviously that's
green.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Make him clean shaven. Let's just see what happens, because maybe it'll be one of the same. All right. So, look, big show today. Lots going on. We're going to get into some of the insanity in the world. There was a big basketball game last night, which we're not going to talk about basketball, but we are going to talk about people going to that basketball game, which was in New York, and some of the funny things associated with that.
You missed it. I walked by the Madison Square Garden arena last week, and I saw a midget wearing a Knicks jersey.
You can't say Knicks jersey anymore, Blabs.
Why not?
No, that was a joke. You could say that. You're
very problematic.
But
I am problematic, so it works.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know anybody who's a Knicks fan.
He was a little midget, and he was looking for somebody. He was sitting on top of one of those little security rails to keep the cars from coming onto the sidewalk. And he was looking lost, looking for someone. And I'm like, oh no, somebody help the midget.
Did you hit him with, hey, little boy, you looking for your mommy?
Oh, because I find that so disrespectful to him. He's his own business. But yeah, it was funny. I was like, I was walking by. I'm like, this guy has really short legs. Like, that's a really weird looking, disproportionate kid. And I look up. I'm like, oh, that's actually a full grown, like 30-something-year-old dude.
Whoops,
midget.
I would like the idea of Blabs going up and saying, "Hey, you looking for your mommy?"
I can be your Donnie, mommy. No.
Oh my goodness.
Dear Lord, no.
Oh my God! Actually, we have footage of that, Blabs. You walking up and talking to him.
Today in gaming history with Flab.
Yeah, do it. Step on me, mommy.
There you go, Blabs. Complete with a little fun at the end.
Hope to God, I will never become that wide. Please, Lord.
Like double trailer wide, man.
Yeah, dude. No.
By the way, Phoenix, I do have an updated version of you as Martin Luther King here.
Yes.
David.
So, like, let's real quick, side by side. Here we are, one by one. There we go. Can you tell the difference? I don't even know.
Perfect now.
My favorite thing is that changes the Rumble hat to like it looks like it says little.
It does.
Looking good. Looking good. All right. Well, maybe we should full screen Kirsche and make her black. That'd be great. Let's see. Here we go.
Exactly with that face.
Make me
Stand
a
by.
nice chocolate color.
Real quick, smile, Kirsche. All right.
Once you go milk chocolate, you never go back.
All right.
With a little bit of sea salt,
She's like, I'm
Let's do that.
caramel.
Okay. Stand
Number
by.
3, brown lady.
While I figure out how to make Kirsche black, Blabs, will you please do me a favor and read off a couple supers as we start the show?
All right, I just had to write down fat Kirsche and timestamp that. Anyway, let's see. Okay, Daniel for 5 says Fox 2's EP from running away from cultists last night with Cha-Cha.
That's true. I was in a collab and it was like 1 or 2 a.m. when we finished. I don't remember. I was late as fuck.
Oh wow.
My sister's apparently watching the show, and she's like making fun of a short person, kettle calling the pot black. Are we? That's so great.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she ain't wrong.
I am pretty short, so.
Hey
Anyway.
sis, good to see you.
The Rye Streams for 20 says, so witches' cooters are hot, but their tats are cold. Witches have some wild temperature fluctuation. Thank you very much. Hang on, my screen.
Wish I could be a witch.
You can be. Just use your imagination, and you are what you want to be, I guess.
Imagination.
That's kind of the rules now. Marmalade for 10 says, Kirsche, remember in a serious tense moment in a horror setting, it's always the best to say, I love you.
That's,
Happy birthday,
that's
Phoenix.
true.
You funny bitch. Xenosaga sweep. Wow. Gordo, the gamer for 5 says, Kirsche's schedule this week has 8 streams. She has been a busy foxu. By the way, a while ago, chat said this stream is stuck at 720. It still is. I would like to know that when I was hosting it, it was at 1080.
Would you like to know why?
Rumble Studios
Why?
hates you.
It is Rumble Studio. Yes,
Oh.
it is. So I am exporting 1080p from StreamYard into Rumble Studio, and for some reason it's not working very well. What is working well though is I now have Kirsche as Martin Luther King Jr. Here we go. Let's get a quick look.
Yes.
I was expecting my hair to be turned into like box braids. That would have been kind of cute. Make me make me have the Egyptian hair.
Okay, hold on. Give her braids. All right, let's see. Like an Egyptian. All right, cool. I can make that happen. So there you go. We have an update right there. Blabs, continue please for just a second, if you wouldn't mind. We're doing some serious work here.
Yeah. All right. C. Thomas for 2 says, identify as Korsh American Munya. Mr. Rich Lopich for 5 says, in the Recess movie, TJ's mom said that she was going to get the thermometer and petroleum jelly. I did not understand that joke until I was 20. All right. Well, thank you for that. I'm gonna move that more. Okay, perfect. Ham for 5 says, so my showdown idea: Atari versus Intellivision. Who wins? My vote is for Atari.
Oh,
Maybe tomorrow.
An update. We do have an update here. Look at this. I think you look really good. Yeah.
Wow.
oh my god, that's great. I like that.
Cultural appropriation.
I think that we could. This may be a new model right here.
That's
for you. I'm just
perfect.
saying.
What could possibly be changed?
Can you do that for the entire month of February, Kirsche?
I have no way to change my skin color. I apologize.
Damn.
What's terrifying is I've seen like 2 or 3 of those exact people in New York City. Like they look exactly like that.
Complete with the fox ears, huh?
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah.
That's nice.
I think I can make myself glow. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
geez.
And all the reindeer
Wow.
loved her.
Wow.
This is what happens when
This is the opposite
you
here.
need to talk about the feds.
Nice. All right, continue, Blabs.
Okay, Jacob for 5 says Karmello Anthony is gonna go from emote to emote real soon.
No. That's emote for a little puckered butt to a big butt.
Oh.
There's an emote for a puckered
No,
butt?
he did like the parentheses, underscores, and asterisks, and a 0.
Oh.
Can I show? Let me show it to you really quick. Let me show you here. I'll just
show me the
share
puckered butthole.
Here's our super chat thing here. Here you go. Look at this. That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Bystander Central for 2 says, here's slumming it, not watching on a paid ad like a certain real show. Marlon
thanks.
for 10 says, Kirsche, remember a serious tense moment in a horror setting is always the best to say, I love you. And then we just get that one on, but we did. Okay, so that showed up twice. Auntie for 5 says, there is no room in this country for hyphenated Americanism. A hyphenated American is not an American at all. Teddy Roosevelt. Can we get
Teddy-
his statue restored to this Museum of Natural History in New York City? That still pisses me off, even though it's been like 6 years. Put his statue back, damn it. Anyway,
why did they remove his statue even?
because they found it racist, even though it was out like in like terrible.
Everything's fucking right. I'm tired of everything being racist. I feel
removed
like
it,
if
like,
you
around
call something
2020.
racist, you should just get slapped in the face at this
And it was in
point.
front of a museum. It's like,
That's
why the fuck
fucking
you moving? It's
retarded.
literally the museum. Anyway, bystander syndrome for 5 says, did they hit you with a ruler if you didn't curl? No, nobody hit me with a ruler. John for 2 says, badminton is a real man's sport.
Hell yeah.
Also for 2 says, I'm sorry, but Phoenix shaved reminds me of KFC breasts without the with crispy chicken skin left overnight at the fridge, and also looks younger too.
That's
Happy
exactly what I was
birthday,
going
Phoenix.
for.
And
Thank
Lucy
you.
is also better than Ho Ho. Hello? I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I want to keep going though. AWOL for 2 just says Munya. Shadow for 5 says laughs and surviving on caffeine, spite, and sheer will. Fluffy for 10 says I don't know what to say with no showdown. Did you know that Russia has a cult that worships the gadget, the mouse from the Disney afternoon cartoon Rescue Rangers? Montez.
What?
What?
What? That was like so much information. What?
Did you know Russia has a cult that worships Gadget, the mouse, from the Disney afternoon cartoon Rescue Rangers?
I mean, that's the only.
How does
natural
that
thing to
even
do.
begin?
I mean, do you know who Gadget the Mouse is? You ever heard of Gadget the Mouse?
Yeah, I
from
used to
Rescue
watch the
Rangers?
Rescue Rangers when I was a kid.
Of course. I mean, I would understand why Russians would totally be on board with Gadget the Mouse from Rescue Rangers. I mean, if I was a, 12-year-old boy like Blabs, I think here we go.
I did on my birthday, so maybe I'm 13 now.
Good point. Yeah, Gadget the Mouse was like, if you're a little kid, Gadget the Mouse looks pretty good. Just saying,
Okay.
All
right.
Am I
Okay.
still reading super chats? Okay. Jake
more.
for 10. Can you remind me of Kirsch's code for plus Montez?
Yes, Fox Lady.
Is he holding a toothbrush or is he holding like a little nozzle to like get the
No,
Pepsi
it's
in his
toothbrush because
gullet
it's his
faster?
Twitter profile picture.
Is that Fat Phoenix?
Yeah,
that is
Shane
my
O'Mac just sent this, and then also sent this.
Oh
that's
my
wonderful.
god, I'm so cute.
That's excellent. Excellent stuff. Thank you for that, Phoenix.
Maybe
Let's
my
put the Street
destiny was
Foxes
to
in.
be brown.
Now, if it's gonna be Fat Phoenix, is it with like an F instead of like Phoenix? Is it Fat Phoenix?
Yes.
PH,
correct.
yes.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean,
dog.
he's always PH anyway, so now it has to be F because he's fat.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and we'll get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. We have a lot of news to talk about today. So let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news. Okay, we all have a friend that we have suspected of being, as my daughter puts it, a little zesty, if you will. A little zesty, right? And there was a man in England who has gone viral after he told his mother he was fairly zesty. This has millions of views over on X. Did y'all see the video?
I did.
This reaction right here. Kirsche, you seen this yet?
No, I have not. That's a babushka right there.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let's check out, Kirsche, do me a favor. I would love for you to tell me at what point would you know that this young man is fairly zesty? Okay.
I feel like his mother already knew. Like, I'm looking at this image and I'm like, yeah, that's a gay man. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Okay, so the truth is
there it is, right there. We're 2 seconds in, and we know that he's fairly zesty right here. Right.
Again, you could have just told from the thumbnail. You didn't even need to hear his voice, but that kind of cinches it.
He's fabulous. All right, here we go. Let's see the truth that he is unveiling to his mother. Okay.
So the truth is that I'm gay and I like boys.
Really?
Yeah. Why?
Have you ever seen a mother's heart break so quick?
No,
I want to know how she's surprised.
Yeah, how did she not know?
I agree. I think there's zero chance, or she's just been living in the clouds for too long, hoping and praying that
trying to deny it for his whole life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can see the look on her face. People say she's acting. I don't think a woman can, a non-professional actor can act this good, because the look on her face is the look of heartbreak. It's like, oh.
Why are you pulling that face?
Oh my god, Jaffer.
What?
Oh.
What? Don't make me upset. Now you're gonna make me upset.
Don't make me upset.
It's just like her entire vision of being a grandparent just crumbled in front of her.
Yep. Exactly.
Very upset about it.
Why?
I am very upset.
Now you've made me upset. Yeah, but anyway.
I can't accept this.
You have to.
I can't, Jaffer.
There it is.
I'm
right
afraid
there.
I need to stone you now.
Do we have you're lucky we are on the first floor of our house. Otherwise, he'd be thrown out the window.
I will have your father ready the boiling pot of water.
Do you like? I mean, there is such a sense of narcissism with this kid, where he's going, you have to accept this. You have to accept this, and.
I mean, not only that, but like,
he's filming it.
You're gonna film your poor fucking mom during this, dude. Like, this is like a private family moment. What are you doing, dude?
Yes. Do you remember back in the 90s where you'd hear about people who were like coming out, and they're like, it took like the whole idea of coming out was that you were hidden, right? And it was seen to be this shameful thing, to where you would have you'd hear about these big conversations where you have to have these intimate moments with your parents, and now it's like, well, I'm just gonna video it and put it online for millions of people to see. Like it just seems to the idea of quote unquote coming out isn't a thing anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. But here we go. Let's see.
Why?
It's not right.
Yeah, but it's not my choice. You can't control it. Like, you can't control it. That's just how.
By the way, you can tell by the quivering chin here, like, he's having a hard time holding this in, because he's realized that he's trying to hold this in.
He realized that this wasn't going to be a fun for the content kind of thing anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it got real, and he's trying to save face here because his mom's looking at him
real
like,
goes wrong.
Yeah, this is straight out of Dave Chappelle. Yep.
I can't control it. That's just how I feel. And like, I knew that for like the past 20 years.
So by the way,
this pink phone. Are you kidding me? How did she not know?
It's bedazzled. It has all sorts of rhinestones on it, and it's
he comes out of his bedroom with like a crop top and fucking booty shorts, and he's like, "Okay, mom, I'm gonna go to the shops with the boys." I was like, "How did you not know?"
Going to the club, doing this thing.
Years, and I knew that like I only liked boys. And I knew
you could tell he's having a really hard time. He knows like this is not going the way that he thought it would. Right.
Well,
yeah, this is narcissism.
I don't feel bad for him, man.
I don't.
Like, I don't feel bad because he wanted to set this up and get a recording and post it online, and I think that's disgusting.
Exactly.
But I do kind of feel bad because like he's right. Like, he can't help it. That's just kind of how he is.
Yeah, look, if he likes the wee wee, then let him like the wee wee, right? But okay, that's fine. But obviously, his Muslim mother is you know.
Well,
like,
I didn't know she was Muslim. I thought
Yeah,
this was just like Estonia or some shit.
No.
Hence the stoning joke.
Yes.
Oh, oh.
Yes. So she's here actually trying to figure out how to
Eliminate the threat.
Yeah.
He ain't surviving when Dad gets home. Holy shit!
Yes, this is the last video he ever produced.
You didn't like that.
Yeah, but I can't accept this.
But what am I meant to do? Now you're gonna make me upset. What?
Now you're gonna make me upset. I'm gonna make you upset. But now you've made me upset.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's didn't quite go
I
the
have
way.
a quick question. Has anyone ever met a woman that behaved like this? Like this, like the whatever happens to you when you become gay, or for whatever reason that is, you emulate like 1980s California Valley girl. Like for whatever reason, like no woman I know acts like this. So I don't know what they're emulating. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
and I think there was even a study on this.
You're talking about a man being extremely
like
effeminate?
The gay, the typical stereotypical gay sound and movements and everything like that. I don't know what woman has ever sounded or done that. Like ever done that. I don't know what it is they're emulating.
Yeah, I mean, in current year, I don't know. If it was like, I guess, like you said, in the 80s, I would be like, yeah, California women, but
yes.
I mean, Kirsche Blabs, have you ever seen a woman do this, like that, like
black women?
Do the well? Yeah, I mean, I guess
unless it was like a parody, like when you're joking around with a friend, we're like, you do that, but never like sincerely. No,
right.
I have never seen a woman snap outside of like television, and when my grandmother would try and get animals out of the backyard. Yeah, it would like spook the critters sometimes. So
yeah, okay, all right, yeah, it didn't quite go the way that he planned it.
No,
which was honestly, it's kind of fun. Like I said, whatever, it is what it is. But you have your situation where you are coming out to your mom, who is Muslim. Like, how do you expect her to respond?
Well, I mean, if he lived in a Western country, he'd probably be pretty okay. But unfortunately, he lives in the Caliphate of the UK, so he's probably in danger of getting thrown off a rooftop at any point.
I love the idea. In his mind, what he saw was like a I don't know, like what happens at like a
parade
Jewish,
or something.
Yeah, like a Jewish marriage, right? Where they put you up on a chair and they're like, hey, lifting them up, and they got pride flags going around and stuff. Oh man. Well,
just remember though, he posted this. He still posted. Like, so if you want to talk narcissism, didn't go his way, still needed to post it, because whether it would be the celebration about me or oh woe is me, he needed to project that out to the world. I'm sure she didn't put it out there.
No,
that's
I
why
don't think
him.
Right. So rest in peace, kid.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I agree with Phoenix here.
He's going to hear that, and there's going to be a guy in a black hood behind him.
Oh, boy.
All right. Let's go and move on. But before we do, Wasp came in with 5, says Kirsche got adopted yesterday. She now has a mom that that's not a danger to society. Congratulations, strange fox woman. Did you get adopted yesterday? That's great to hear.
Cha-Cha is known as like the VTuber mom, and she got a message talking about my mom, and so she asked me about my mom, and I was like, oh boy. You're not ready for my mother. And then after I told like one story, she was just like, I'm your mom now.
Well, I am the internet's dad as well. So you now are the daughter of the VTuber mom, and I'm the internet's dad, which is great. So
Yay!
you have a nice paternal relationship.
Speaking of Kirsche, I do have something to share. So this was sent to me by Ember Paradox, who will be on the show real soon again. But she sent this over for Kirsche. Look.
Oh,
that's so sweet. I even have like a little keychain dangling off my bow. Thank you, Ember.
So good. Wow.
Yeah, that's so cute. Thank you.
That was made in like 10 seconds. That's insane.
Yeah, she texted me like 5 minutes ago plus. I'm like, damn, that was fast.
Yeah, that was fast. Holy.
Thank you, Ember. Derek came in with $1. Says aspartame is not harmful unless you're drinking more than a gallon a day for days on end.
Now you tell me.
It's one of the most studied compounds.
Aspartame.
And has been shown to be harmless to the
It's the sucralose, not the aspartame.
There we go. Seaman Nader came in with 2 Canadian money. Says the World Cup starts today. All right.
Dude, my favorite thing has been watching the Europeans come visit and just be amazed by like Buc-ee's and all these other really cool things that they don't have in Europe. It's been so wholesome to see, and they're just so excited and patriotic for the US. It's such a nice timeline cleanse.
I think my favorite thing has been like the discourse on the timeline for the last like month since summer has kicked off has been like, you Americans just don't understand how hot it is in England. You could not survive the English heat. And how, like, you know, there's more people that die of heat stroke in England than gun deaths in America. And then they come over here for the soccer, and every single image is them, like, shirtless and dying, and they're just like, oh, the British cannot handle the heat that's happening in North Carolina right now. And it's like, get fucked, idiots. Get fucked.
The reason they can't handle the heat is because they don't have like ACs and shit.
Correct. They don't have air conditioning. I learned that literally last week. Yes. Magnus came in.
Just buy like a floor unit, man. What do you don't have to suffer? We live in the modern era.
Kirsche, it'll give you I think they said they'll give you pneumonia. If that's like the thing.
No, they're retarded. It doesn't give you pneumonia.
I think they have it for environmental reasons, the UK, I believe.
Yeah, save electricity and all other shit.
Air quotes.
Okay, well, that's working out really well. Magnus says, I think Blabs needs to look up s'mores in the Urban Dictionary.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I feel like we've done that one before, too.
I think we have, yes. Lady
I do enjoy it, yes.
Lady Takanashi came in and says,
we need to talk later.
Giru Kirsche memed or golden egg?
I don't understand, but I like golden egg.
She's like, I like shiny.
Smiler came in and says, welcome back, Craig. What are your thoughts on Godzilla and Barbie, the only games going against GTA 6? I'm sure that'll go very well for them. Very well. Ankle Break AJ says, did y'all see the madness after the Knicks game last night with the Knicks fans trashing the streets and fighting cops and flashbangs being used? It's funny you mentioned that, Ankle Break AJ, because we actually want to talk about the Knicks game last night. Now, look, I know most of you guys don't care about sports, right? But what's happening right now, we're in the middle of the NBA Finals, and the New York Knicks are facing off against the San Antonio Spurs. And
Everyone's favorite team.
Everyone's favorite team.
Yeah.
Apparently, everybody loves the Knicks. And by the way, this is doing very well because it's in New York. Anytime New York is involved, there's massive ratings, right? And it's been 25 years since the Knicks have been relevant in the NBA, I'd say. So they are now one win away from the NBA Finals. But what people are from winning the NBA championships. So what's happening is there's a lot of buzz in New York City about this. And sitting around the court is what they have called Celebrity Row, where all these New York celebrities, they go and they buy tickets worth of hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? There's all these videos online of people who are spending literally, they're mortgaging their house, their apartment, whatever, so they can go to these games and be a part of this. It's insane. There was a guy who didn't have a job who spent $8,000 on nosebleed seats, right?
What the frick?
It's crazy. But the courtside seats are going for, and I'm not kidding when I say this, over $500,000 for one seat right here. One of the people who had a courtside seat is Ben Stiller. Okay. Now, this video was him walking in to New York City, to the Madison Square Garden
giving
yesterday.
himself a blowjob?
Well, I'm glad you noticed that guy, because you know who didn't notice him? Ben Stiller, just walking right by him right here. Just walking right by him. And this video has millions and millions of views of it online right here. And I think a lot of people saw this and they looked at this as like, this is what a great, like literally a rich celebrity looking the other way when it comes to walking right by a guy doing the drug lean or whatever it is.
Well, yeah, that's none of his concern. He doesn't have to live around that. For all he cares, that's just like some trash on the side of the road. That's just what happens in New York City.
Right.
It's a city prop.
Well, The response to this has been great. A celebrity casually walking by a fentanyl addict on his way to his $100,000 courtside seat is so 2026. Pictures worth 1,000 words right here. And this person over here on the Mad Good Knicks show, definitely a New Yorker. For those criticizing Ben for walking by the dude on the ground, welcome to New York. Unfortunately, this is a regular occurrence. Folks got places to be, fam. You see this far too often. Ben, just a regular dude minding his business. We all do it. This is a big nothing burger. Moving on.
Incorrect.
I mean, he's not wrong. I would say he's not entirely wrong.
Well,
I would add to that.
Go ahead, Phoenix.
Anyone in the right mind, I agree. Normally, we wouldn't give a shit. But it's Ben Stiller. It's those types that constantly virtue signal all day long. True. So that's where it's at. Like, normally, if these celebs didn't virtue signal 24 hours a day, we would just go like, guy, leave him alone. He's whatever. We all do that. It's just, No, that's not.
No, that makes kind of sense. I don't know if Ben Stiller's a virtue signal guy. I don't.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's funny you mention this because Ben Stiller, he's a big virtue signal guy. He's a big anti-Trump guy, and that's one thing you saw. Actually, speaking of, Trump was at the third game of the series, and he was booed when they showed him up on the jumbotron over here. So it's funny. Now he is Ben. This is the irony of all this is that Ben Stiller is not a domestic humanitarian. He is an international humanitarian.
Oh my God. That makes it even funnier that he didn't even look at the fucking guy. Jesus.
Yes. His philanthropy, this is according to Grok over here, his philanthropy centers around particularly refugees, education in developing countries, and children's health causes right here. So it's literally turning the blind eye to the projects in the United States compared to what's going on. The right
past couple of years, I have genuinely enjoyed using the phrase, everyone can hate the rich, but do you have the courage to hate the poor?
It's I think that statement about look, this is just a part of the city, right? This goes back to, what was it, a couple of years ago where what's that guy's name?
Seth Rogen.
Yes, thank you. Where Seth Rogen was like, so your car gets broken into in LA. It's just part of living in the big city.
Sometimes they even leave you a little gift.
To which my response is, does it have to be?
I don't want the little gift. I want my shit, not stolen.
Yes, exactly. Like I just don't like the idea that we live in a society where it's just accepted that you're going to walk by someone who is doing the fentanyl lean. And
it shouldn't have to be this way. You shouldn't have to walk by drug addicts and homeless camps in a city. You shouldn't have to worry about seeing like drug needles and used condoms on the ground. You should be able to live in a clean and actually walkable city. Walkable does not mean things are close together. Walkable means you're not going to get robbed walking down the street, man.
So apparently he did a PSA in 2016 for homelessness, of all things, which was just great. I love that aspect of it. I'm trying to pull it up right now as we go. Here it is. I got it right here. You guys want to watch the PSA for homelessness right here?
Yeah, let's go. Let's watch his PSA after he stepped over that fent man.
The irony of this is for NYC Homeless Services here. A message from Ben Stiller.
Are you enjoying a home right now? Because thousands of others
Please put the footage of him stepping over the guy over this too, please.
Yes, yes. Who said? Are you enjoying a home right now? No one says that.
There it is. Oh my gosh, that's so good. All right, let's go back to it.
But there's hope, and you can help. On January 25th, join other volunteers to help identify chronically homeless individuals.
All right, hold on.
What does that even mean? Chronically homeless?
I'm gonna say, like, if somebody hits like a bad lot in life, right? Like for some reason they end up going like into bankruptcy or whatever. They've made a couple of bad choices, but they're like working to get back into a good position. I can see giving those people assistance. When you start using terminology like chronically homeless, I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit about those people. Throw them in a vat of acid. That's not my problem.
I want to ask Ben Stiller. I want him to answer this question. So, like, please explain to me, like I'm 5, how your $100,000, I'm assuming $100,000+ basketball ticket for you to go and watch other men perform a sport is more meaningful with your money than giving it to the people that you're discussing about how how they're homeless and how they need assistance and stuff like that. I need to know, like, help me understand that. And of course they can't. And again, this is my point, that normally most of us would not give a shit. We get it. But because these people virtue signal constantly, telling you how wrong and bad and evil you are and how just and wonderful they are, that's why I want, like, if I was ever in an interview with him, I would not let him leave until he answered that question. I'm not beginning anything. I'm not asking him anything beyond that question. You explain to me, please tell me you seeing a basketball game makes more sense than giving 5,000 of it to that guy, according to your principles.
Also, I'd like to add that Ben Stiller owns at least 2 major properties, and they're all valued at millions of dollars each.
Jesus.
Well, it's almost like he could put up a bunch of these chronically homeless
in one of
people
his houses.
That would be something he could do.
Well, let's hold on. Maybe we're passing a little bit of judgment here. Let's hear the rest of his message here, just to make sure that maybe he has a solution in place 10 years ago.
Individuals. We'll offer resources to help them move to a more stable, safe environment. Bring a friend. Honestly, what's your friend doing that's so important? We can make a difference.
I don't know,
Going to a basketball
trying
game.
to survive.
It's like, my friend's a neurosurgeon, actually.
I love that he literally looks past the homeless guy. Like, he doesn't just turn and look the other way. On his way into the stadium, he looks past the homeless guy who's literally within, like, his shoe is off on the ground next to him. Lay on the ground, looks past him, does a full turn to acknowledge that. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's like whenever like homelessness comes up, I always talk about when I was a teenager and in Boston. Obviously, in Boston, there were homeless people around, and there was always one homeless guy that I would give money to every time I saw him, because he would take like trash and craft instruments out of it, and then play those instruments, and then people would give him money. And I'm pretty sure he was like Japanese. He was like some flavor of Asian, and I want to say he was Japanese. And so, like, every time I would see him, I would throw money. And I distinctly remember this one instrument he made, and it was like almost a guitar kind of thing, like a mandolin kind of thing. Like, I don't know, but he made it out of like a tissue box and like some metal scrap and whatnot. And I was like, what the hell? That's cool as shit. This guy's out here like actually trying to make something so people pay attention and give him money. Like, yeah, I'll give you money, guy.
That's so good. It's so good. I'm sorry.
I just like that said, it said like, what's your friend doing that's so important? Well, Ben, you're my friend. And what's so important is for you to spend over $100,000 on a basketball game.
Hey, but Phoenix, at least he showed up 4 hours before tip-off once again, meaning that he was at game 3. So this is his second $100,000 ticket in as many days.
I hate these people so much.
But I was looking at hotels and I was like, I don't even want to spend like $1,000 a night. That's absurd. And this guy's like $100,000 a ticket. No big deal. What the frick?
$1,000 a night? My gosh, where are you
staying? LA is
Kirsche?
crazy. I kind of don't want to go.
I'll find you a hotel for $99 a night and you get free breakfast. Promise
exactly.
you that.
Exactly. That's what I like.
Holiday Inn Express, baby. Let's go. All right. Let's go and move on and to the next part of the show, because I got a lot more to go. A lot of good stories. But first, Insolent came in with 10 Canadian money. Says, for the Foxu, Xenosaga, and Montez. The one bonus of my new shift at work is that I can at least catch my Oshi live here every 2 weeks. Otherwise, pray for Foxu withdrawal. Well, we're glad you're with us, Insolent, and you'll be able to see her every 2 weeks. Shantae Boots
bro.
Says, Kirsche, what will it take for you to play the Xenoblade Chronicle games? They got a 60 FPS update.
Well, based on that one DLC where it seems like they're going to be trying to bring the Xenosaga 3 storyline in line with what's happening in Xenoblade, that was kind of my sign that was like, okay, maybe I should play these games so I can get all the Xenoblade backstory for when they merge the Xenosaga story into it. So it's like, I'm no longer, I won't play your video games because I think they're going to be bringing Xenosaga back.
Yeti came in and says, hey, Foxy, congrats on finally getting someone to solve your model trouble. Munya.
I know, I'm so excited. I have to respond to the artist after side scrollers, actually.
Okay. I Has No Face says, Teddy was the first president to share his dinner table with a black public figure who was one of the few civil rights advocates of his time. There you go. Thank you for that. Let's tear down a statue. Captain Fluffy came in with $9.99, says, I don't know who liked it, but State of Decay 3 is coming to PlayStation 5. It was my favorite zombie game on the 360 and won, but I played mostly PC and, for Xbox One, got it. And I mostly play PC and PlayStation 5. Now, today is great. Take my money. Have a great day. Thanks, Captain Fluffy. Appreciate that support. Memories of Remy came in with $20. Says Munyas for Montez. Xenosaga Eternal sweep. Thank you, Memories of Remy. Also, let's see real quick. I want to make sure I get some of these wonderful support. Andrew came in with 10. Says, this reminds me of Ben Stiller killing the panda in Tropic Thunder. I'm sorry, my homelessness is acting up today. I need to go enjoy my home. Thank you. And Massive Doge came in with $9.99. Says, is Zoolander running for president? No. Ham the Third came in with 5. Says, so part of the problem for chronically homelessness is the loss of the mental institutions to help/house those not able to function in society. I have said many times that I will vote for, I don't care who you are, I will vote for you if you say mental institutions are coming back. I don't care if you're right, left, center, gay, black, trans, whatever. I don't care. If you say the mental institutions are opening up tomorrow, I'm voting for you. Bring them back. I love it. Nathan says, I can tell you from firsthand experience, a lot of homeless bums are homeless because they are drug addicts and they can't do them from shelters. Yeah. Bike Short says,
I think Tim Pool talked about it before as well, where he's like, yeah, there's a bunch of people who are homeless just because they like being homeless. They like not having like the responsibility. They like the live free kind of lifestyle. And it's like, well, can't do anything about that, really.
I've thought about, how they offer all sorts of assistance in California to the homeless. I thought that would be kind of fun because, clearly they don't care about scandals and any of the stuff and fraud. So I thought it would be kind of funny to apply for those things and just say you live there and then just have the money sit.
Just like see if they give it to you.
Yeah. Sure, it's a federal crime, but whatever. Not like they're going to charge anybody for it.
That's true.
Bike Shorts came into the 5 says, I hate the poor. They're always asking for money when I'm poor myself. Thanks, Bike Shorts. All right. And Guy came in as a member for 16 months, says, if I recall, the reason they're lighting up Ben Stiller over the homeless guy is because he called for compassion and attention for the homeless. Yes, there you go. We put it right there. All right. We'll get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. I would say let's get an update on our showdown, but we do not have a showdown today. So.
It is 0 at the moment, Craig. 0.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, crazy.
All right, Kirsche, do you want to talk about anime Bug Boys or Ninja Turtle caskets or Theo Vaughn?
Why are the anime boys bug chasers? Is my question.
2 of the 3 of those were inserted by me in the run sheet, and it's obvious, I think.
Yeah, I kind of want to talk about the bug chasers and also what's going on with Theo Vaughn.
Okay, let's go check that out real quick. Then, Blabs, why don't you read this story here? Lead us through here.
Oh, that's really small on my screen. Hang on. I gotta adjust. Okay. A pest control company has released a free dating sim where you romance anime bug boys, voiced by Attack on Titan's Eren Yeager. Huh? Every relationship ends with you using bug spray to kill your insect boyfriend.
Why does it end that way?
Because it's a pest control company. You're the bug.
Well, yeah, but then why is it your boyfriend?
Because they're trying to appeal to the single women who need pest control, I guess.
Well, then why wouldn't they make the boyfriend the pest control operator who comes to save you from the bugs?
This comes from one of Japan's largest pest control manufacturers, Earth Corporation. They released a dating sim where you romance handsome anime boys who are actually bugs. while Gokujin Lovely Days is currently only playable in Japan via web browser, you don't need to read the kanji to see just how absurd the game is. According to the game's website, you can date up to 4 bug boys who are all voiced by Yuki Kaji, the voice actor behind the popular anime characters like Attack on Titan's Eren
That's pretty
Yeager.
cool.
Yeah, that's a nice little get. Playing 4 different characters by myself was probably a
Oh, I
first for me.
found it. Some streamer was streaming it.
Oh, well, let's see it.
Hang on, I gotta get this stored up. Okay, here we go. I got a lot of tabs. Okay, here we go. This is it. All right, so I don't know what the streamer is, Marble Moo, but she's streaming it.
The smell of the food is amazing.
So you gotta play like
It's
all
my
like
absolute
pick all the
favorite
text.
place.
Good. Mute up, Blabs, if you want. Thank you. So you go in and you so it's like a tech. Okay, it is truly a dating sim over here.
Yeah.
I want to get to the point to where you kill your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Kill your bug.
Let's see. Oh,
You look
I saw a
so
bug.
happy.
Oh, stop with the text. The bottom of the box. Oh my God, she slid the cutter across the food.
Oh no.
This is something Phoenix should stream.
This is perfect. Look at that. Oh wow, right out of the box.
Look, she even died. She thought it was too funny. She left.
That's nice. Okay, get to the death. Let's go. I want
I'm
to see a little bit.
trying to find. It's an hour and 45 minutes. Maybe it's towards the end.
Yeah, definitely towards the end, right there. Marby Moo, thank you very much for playing this.
Marble Moo.
Oh, I thought it said Marby Moo. Yes, I do
No,
see Marble
Marble.
Moo right there. Thank you, Marble Moo. Appreciate that greatly. Everyone go check her out and let her know she's been seen on Side Scroll this year.
I hope it's an uncomfortably long, drawn-out death
It
that just makes
seems
you
to
feel
be very
uncomfortable.
Was that
He's
the
like,
end of it? Did we miss it? That's the start of it.
The idea
How
that
did
it
they
gets,
die?
you spray your insect boyfriend and he's like, "No, what are you doing? I thought you loved me." Ha ha ha. No.
So they put in their name here. This is episode 1, so the death happened before this, and this is starting a new track.
Okay. Well, so Blabs, just keep looking for the death scene here, if you wouldn't mind. This is important. So, Kirsche, anime insect boys, yes or no?
Absolutely not. No, I would not.
Oh,
I
okay.
see. If I was in charge of making a game like this for the bug company, I would be like, all right, the bugs are bad and they're scaring the women, and you send beefcake buff himbos to go and exterminate the bugs, and they just come in and they're like, I heard you were in trouble. I've been sent to save you. I have all of the tools needed to make you feel safe and comfortable. You know, like I'm so much better.
That's awesome. I love. I mean, it sounds fun. I think brilliant marketing.
Yeah, it
It
is.
says, yeah, millions of views. Unfortunately, it's only the people who would most enjoy this are probably the anime weeboos over here in the United States who are like, I gotta play as the I gotta love my insect boyfriend over here. So, by the way,
Oh, I think I found a trailer for it. How we can watch it on mute. Get
That's
out of
you,
here,
bud.
Craig. Thank you. Okay, this is on mute. Words, guys, there's words. I really
Right.
hope this is it, Earth Corporation. Otherwise, we're just. Yes,
sure
it
is.
Hooray!
Look at that. They had a full
That's so
full trailer.
goofy.
How many views does this have, Blabs?
500,000.
What?
That went crazy.
Like,
Wow.
He likes onions. He likes cardboard.
All
and he
insects
likes
do, don't they?
bananas. Like, I
He
don't
likes
know. What are we
hiding under
doing
the
here?
fridge.
That's right. That's right. As all insect boyfriends do. They
And
hide
he's
underneath
the
the fridge.
outside cockroach.
Thank you for that.
Maybe he's actually a spider in real life. He's LARPing as a man.
Until you kill them. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Blabs, do you have a YouTube AI on your thing? Can
No,
you,
what
can
is
you translate
that?
Put the closed captions on.
Oh,
and then-
here it is, Japanese subtitles. That doesn't help us out.
Can you
I
change it
can't
to
read
English, though?
hieroglyphics.
No, click for settings. I
go
want
to your-
settings.
Yeah,
Help
go to your
me.
settings right there.
It
Is
is.
this
Maybe auto translate.
Yes.
Here
Now
we
we're
go.
talking.
All right, where's English? English.
Okay.
I want that.
Okay, no, hold
yes,
on.
all right.
Go real quick. Kirsche, you read it with the subtitles, okay? Kirsche, here we go. Ready?
I'll try my best.
Okay.
「 A night sinking into loneliness of being alone. It was the breathtakingly beautiful.
You gotta pause it, Blabs. You gotta pause it. Here.
It was these breathtakingly beautiful and radiant men who saved her from her sudden predicament. Is it loneliness?
It's exciting. Exciting stuff. There they are. There's the men. Look at how happy they are.
Happy men. Have a lovely day. Tell me if you ever feel.
What do you feel? Feel what?
Lonely. At that
Your
moment,
space.
it will fly straight towards you.
The loneliness will fly straight towards me? Oh no,
Yes.
that's horrible.
Whispering, hold me close. Touching your cloudy skin makes me feel better.
Oh boy, this is exciting. Music. La, la,
Why
la,
is the
la,
skin
la.
cloudy?
That's a good question.
Your sweet scent drives me crazy. I prefer a small, dark place.
Oh no!
Bug.
This way, I can be right next to you. Sweet destiny is approaching with such lightness that it makes a sound, and its movements are so subtle you might miss them.
That is my new pickup line. That's exact 2-paragraph quote.
True. We won't overlook even the slightest crack in your heart. This game is browser only. No download required. You can enjoy it without downloading anything. I love you.
Oh, brilliant. I love everything about this. My gosh.
Oh
Well,
my god.
For all of you who live in Japan or have a VPN, by all means, go check out the hot new game sweeping across the nation. What's it called?
Am I gonna have an awkward I love you moment a day now? This is just like a daily theme. What is happening?
I love you. That's right. This is a free game. What was the game called?
My cockroach boyfriend or something?
Yeah.
Oh, Gokujin Lovely Days is what it's called.
Yeah.
Gokujin, yes.
Oh,
Go
I
pick it
found
up.
it. I found
good.
the website.
Blabs will be playing this a little bit later on.
I feel like I'm gonna email this to myself. Okay.
Got to play that over on Plus. That'd be excellent. Excellent.
Oh, there's a Digimon mobile game coming out. It's in pre-registration right now. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Why did you sound like a 10-year-old voice like from like Pokemon?
Because you have to get in the voice mood in order to play the Digimon games.
Sounds great,
Amazing.
Kirsche. Let's go collect them all. Let's go.
Believe it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Hokage one day.
Oh man. All right, man, that's awesome. I love everything about what just happened on our show, and that's why people tune in on a day-to-day basis, which is good. All right, real quick, we have Mr. Mellon, who came in as a member for 4 months, says, why is Dark Souls boss music playing? That's awesome. Crowder Ladder says, shut up, a white man. He says, shut up, a white man is talking. Munya, love your content. Kirsche, go Azure, Lane, Montez. Thank you, Crowder and Louder. Appreciate your support.
My women are actually farming for me right now.
Bussy Breaker says, finally, Kirsche, Kirsche, you be with the Roach King. Xenosaga sweep. Well, speaking of the Roach King, we'll be talking about him in just a minute. Anthony came in with $10 for Xenosaga, which is great. And that is something from Schmearl Eyes, came in with some sort of swastika money. Says,
Thank you! I'm not the only one who thinks it looks that way! I think the funniest part about it looking like, Sarah Silverman saw a swastika drawn on the sidewalk is that that's actually the symbol for Israeli shekels.
Oh, wow. Said, take my swastika. Kirsche gets it. You guys need to watch PsyOp Anime War, World War 11. Way too funny. He's got great stuff. Glad you're back, Craig. Thank you for your swastika money right there, which was nice. C. Thomas Peasant came in with 5, says, Chacha, Craigathy and crew, and Count Dankula? How does the Kirsche gain so much power?
I
Count Dankula?
Flop my ears around. Yeah, I'm doing a stream with Dankula later today.
Oh, nice.
I'm excited.
Bentley guy came
He's
in
a cool guy.
with He seems like a great guy. Maybe I'd love to have him on the show sometime. That'd be great. Bentley guy came out of 10 says, "Hey, side scrollers, I want to let you. I want to share with you that I learned last night that Phoenix's driving in Mario Kart is equivalent to a 70-year-old Asian woman. With that said, he does talk with a cute broken English. # Montez.
It's all accurate. Thank you for it's all rhetorical. Absolutely."
Rise Stream came in and says, "Forget eating the bugs. You will eat out the bugs. Gross.
I do not want the cockroach milk."
Bike Short says, "Well, I got to go bleed the snake now. Thanks, Kirsche." All right, that's weird.
I think if it's bleeding, you should see a doctor, actually.
I agree. All right, let's go ahead and...
I thought he meant a real snake, and I was like, what? But no. No. I was like, I have a snake on my wall, but that's not the same snake. So...
All right, so let's move on. Do you guys know who Theo Von is? Everyone here knows who Theo Von is, yeah? Okay. Theo Von has a big podcast called This Past Week with Theo Von, one of the big podcasters in the quote-unquote manosphere, bro space, right? People said that he was big as far as getting Trump elected in this bro sphere. That was really big in 2024. Well, he's gone on to see a lot of success, has a great net worth, gone out. He's one of the top comics out right now, probably top 10 comic, I guess. And he has a great podcast. But he was talking about how, I thought it was interesting on his show the other day where he was talking about having everything. I want to take a listen to this. I thought this was honestly both sad and profound at the same time.
For like the first time in 20 years, I don't have a tour date on the books, and I don't ever have to have one if I don't want to.
How does that make you feel?
It's a lot of things. It's been like, I've had a little bit of depression. I didn't know what it was from. I think some of it was from there's not a ton to do. Like there's podcasting.
Yeah.
But I haven't really felt like, I don't know, I haven't felt a lot of motivation. I do know that.
So real quick, he's obviously seen a lot of success. And there's a lot of people who they put a finish line, right? Their goal is this, and they get to the end of that finish line and they have reached a certain amount of success, and then they don't know what to do, right? And I think that's kind of what you're seeing here with Vaughn, where he is blown up over the last 4, 5, 6 years, and people, the grind is there to keep you moving. And now he's seen a lot of success to the point where he doesn't know what to do. And he's depressed.
That's why I like what I do. Because if I ever run into that, like, well, we've fixed things are getting better, I don't have to rant about political shit all the time. Instead of well, what do I do? It's like, I can now just play video games and fucking chill with people.
Right. It's amazing. It's honestly... Now, the solution to this that he talks about is actually even more interesting to me here.
I want to keep doing it. I don't know if I want to get on stage like right now, but there is part of me that's like, yeah, well, what else do you want to do? What else do you I think I kind of wish that there was like a family aspect in my life right now, like wife and children, but that's not there. So it's like, that's okay. No, it's just like, you got to wait till it comes along.
I thought the whole point of this clip was like they were showing him saying like, well, what do I do now? But then he has a family that he's ignoring. And it's like, well, you should spend time with your family.
No. The point that is an entirely AI generated clip on the right hand side of him. He does not have a wife or family right here. He does not have 3 little adorable kids, AI generated kids next to him. But
I think a lot of people, I don't know if it's like forgetting or if it's part of the programming, but for the entirety of the human species, procreation and having a family has been like the purpose of existing. And like, yeah, people can do amazing things. Like, look at the inventions and look at the like leaps in science and in medical tech and everything that we've made throughout the centuries. But like everyone wants to have children. And so it's weird that we've kind of gotten into this position where there are so many people deep into like their 30s and 40s who don't have kids, who don't have a family, don't have significant others. They just spend their life like dedicated to the grind. And now they're hitting that like, well, what is there? Right? Like, I've achieved everything, but now what? Right. And it's like, I guess you could be like Elon, where he just, fucks women, gives them like a couple $1 million and then fucks off. But like, is that really fulfilling? Like, I don't know. Probably not.
Well, You know, the response to a lot of this is exactly that. I feel like most people who don't have kids will eventually regret it. Not only did your genetic line survive billions of years and just stop at you, but it's just lonely. I've seen many people around me that are older and don't have any kids that are very, very lonely. And like, I understand that, you know, like I'm at a different point in my life than Phoenix is and Blabs is, right? And you as well, Kirsche. You know, we all have our different experiences. You know, but I do think that it takes I think men, maybe this is totally, I don't know, this could be a very short-sighted thing to say, but I feel like men not having children will fare better than women not having children, if that makes sense. I think men are a little more. That is
true.
Yeah. Whereas I think women will get to, will reach a point in their life when they go like, yeah, probably should have had that kid. Because like for every what's her name, Chelsea Handler, you know, the one who's like, you know, I'm super rich and I'm old and I can do whatever I want, blah 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 blah. I think for every one of her, there are literally hundreds of thousands of women who are saying the exact opposite. We're like, man, I really.
Well, it's like look at all the women who have that like soft on crime policy. They're like, oh, the poor little criminal just needs a second chance. Like they're usually childless. And so instead, like they don't have children to dote on and to turn that energy to. And so they start looking at, okay, well, who can I have as a stand-in for a child? Oh, this low IQ criminal. He's like a child, so let's treat him like one, and I can baby him.
Right. It's that empathy that we talk about all the time. That empathy that is used against them, and it needs to go somewhere, right? So if I don't even
think it's empathy. It's like it's very performative, right? Because they're very hateful people. And I wouldn't obviously trust them to be a mother in their hateful state. And so it's like a fake empathy where they're like, I have to project that I'm a good person and good people like children. I don't have children. Let's find a stand-in for something that's missing in my life.
Well, and I think that's where Theo Von is running into, right? He's seen all the success. It's been awesome. And now he's at a point to where he's looking around and saying like, hey, maybe I should start looking at something that has a little more value than just money. And I know that sounds crazy, but there are things that are worth more than money and worth more than, putting in your bank account over here.
Well, it's like, what good is all that money if you don't have people around you who love and care about you, you know? Like a guy in his like 20s and 30s who's super rich is like, oh yeah, I can travel all around the world. I can fuck bitches in every country, but like, you're not going to be doing that. Like into your like 50s and 60s, typically some people do. And like, especially as you get older and you start slowing down, like who's going to be there for you? What have all your piles of money gotten you at that point?
Right. And I think that's something that, like as a dad, I have like my only regret that I have right now in life is I wish I had more kids. And, I have 2 kids and I wish I had more. If I had known what I know now, I would have done my best to, had more kids with my wife. But, I'm obviously extremely happy with 2 kiddos. But it's maybe that's why we're looking for a dog because it's fun to raise and nurture and grow your family here. By the way, real quick, Spartacus, thanks so much for the raid over on Rumble. Appreciate that, man. It's very much appreciated. I think Phoenix does a dance on his show on a day-to-day basis. Phoenix, would you like to do any sort of dance right now?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
don't have it set up, but I will start building it into this set.
No. It's great stuff. Well, thank you, Spartacus. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and...
we could do this. I'll tell you this right now, Greg. Here, let's full screen this bitch. Here we go.
There we go. Knew that was coming. Nice.
I have skills.
Without go ahead.
Every time that Blabs image comes up, I just think of the Major League shitlording. It's such a good clip.
I haven't seen that one. I don't think I know that one.
Oh no! If I can find it, I'll bring it up. But it's hard to find in current year.
All right. Without getting like too personal, like Phoenix, do you want kids at some point in your life?
There's a little bit of medical stuff behind that, but so yeah, I had. Well, if you asked me in my 20s, I always wanted kids, didn't want the wife. Like that was very consistent. I wanted to be a dad, really did not want to be a husband. Yeah, because I like personal space. I just like being able to do my thing, but I always did want to bring someone up. But I also didn't want to always be taken by a collar everywhere I went. So that was my 20s. And then in my 30s, I definitely did want, I was definitely leaning more towards a family medically, and for other reasons, I couldn't do that at the time. But yeah, everyone I've known that has a family has never regretted that. But I think what you're seeing a lot nowadays is twofold. I think obviously the economy makes that very hard for certain people, where you can barely pay your bills, and then to try and bring someone up is difficult. And then you have to remember that, like, what is it? Like over 50% of marriages end in divorce. And so a lot of us, me included, did not have good upbringings. And so when you don't see a good example of that, you're not like, yippee, I can't wait for that. Where I think people who embraced marriage and family probably came from a pretty loving family and stuff like that. And so they had a good example to follow in the footsteps of. I think when you combine those two things, I think that's why you're seeing low birth rate. One of the reasons why you're seeing low birth rate, no one's connecting with people. So yes.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of had both. Like my dad obviously did not pick great women. my mom did not pick great men, but like my Meme and Pepe, they've had a very long lasting marriage. They got married like a little bit after high school, and they had 4 kids. They've lived in the same house their pretty much entire lives after they, moved out together. So I was like, I want this. Like I've seen all of the bad, and I see how it can fall apart in many different ways, but I've seen the good, and that's what I want. And like I almost fell for the propaganda when I was in high school. The whole oh, you don't need a man, you don't need a husband, like you shouldn't even want kids as a woman, because if you have kids, they're gonna hold you back, man. You're not going to be able to travel. Women love traveling. You're not going to be able to have a career, and you should want a career as a woman. That's like the ultimate goal as a woman. Like, don't want kids, you want a career. And then like I almost fell for that. I was like, yeah, why would I want kids? Then I won't have, more money. I won't be able to do what I want. I'll have less time. It made sense in like teenage me's brain. And so I was like, yeah, why would I want kids? And then like, a couple of years later, I was just like, none of that makes fucking sense. Literally all the media that exists, every single thing, it always has like romance plot lines. It always has like, a guy pining for a girl, or a girl who wants to have like a specific dude for her significant other. And like, it's everything that's existed has always pointed towards, you should get into a relationship, you should get married, you should have kids. And I was just like, when did this stop?
I would love to. I imagine if I was a woman, I would want to do that actually in reverse. I think it'd be get a family young, and then maybe I stay at home, raise the kids, and I'm studying to be whatever it is I want to be, a lawyer, whatever that is. And then just as they're going off to college, okay, I did my part. I'm very sick of my husband at this point. Fuck it, I want to get out of the house. And let's go be a lawyer, and let's go do that. And now I did everything I wanted to do. Like, it's interesting that they don't realize that you can still do all of those things, but also raise a family. I would absolutely do this in reverse.
And it's like when you looked back at like some of the ways that it worked back when, single income household and housewives were the norm. Housewives would have tertiary income. They would have hobbies or other things that they did, or like you said, they would go into some kind of a career thing afterwards when their kids were older. And it's like, I lament the fact that women before me hated women so much that they took away that choice from us, that choice to be a housewife or be a career woman. And it sucks that the whole like, feminist angle was pushing like, oh, now you'll have a choice, but it wasn't. It was taking away that choice.
I think men had a play in that too, though. I don't think we can let men get off.
Oh no, I say that all the time. I mean, it was the feminists who wanted it, but it never would have passed if it weren't for the men allowing it to pass. Yeah, they share in the blame. I agree.
Allowing it to pass, but also not being a good husband and cheating, and you treating your woman like dirt as opposed to like the mother of your kids. One of the easily the most important.
The most important person in your world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Blabs, you just turned 30. Without getting too personal, do you ever want to have any little baby Blabses rolling around?
I'm going to refrain from answering that one. Thank you.
Baby Blabses.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that you're seeing a lot of folks who are at that point in their life where they see all this success, and like Vaughn, where he's going like, man, it sure would be nice to have a family. And one thing that he does have going for him, he's incredibly successful, made a lot of money, and he has a net worth of over $12 million, which allows for many more opportunities.
He's in a good position in that regard. And like, I get brainworms over it occasionally, because it's like, I am in a similar position to Theo Vaughn, where it's like, well, I've, made a career, but like, men don't look for the same thing that women do. Women are looking for a man who is a provider, and men are looking for a woman who is going to like raise his children. And like, while I fit that bill, obviously I'm working, so it's just like, I don't know, men aren't looking for a woman who like has a house and can financially provide. It's something completely different. Right. And so like, I get brainwormy occasionally, where it's like, fuck, man, have I fucked myself? No,
you got time.
They exist. There's men out there, but that is I'd be lying if like that is a turnoff. Like that is it is. Yeah, if a woman is completely self-sufficient and let's say is even making more, that the man will feel a little castrated. Some, not all men, of course.
And then like you said, some men will be fine with it, but then you have to figure out, okay, well, which men are fine with it because they're literally just fine with it, and which men are basically the male version of a gold digger who just wants to sit at home and play video games all day and not contribute anything.
Yeah.
Right. All right, let's go ahead and move on. That's a good conversation. I love it, and it's something that has just wrecked society over the time. By the way, Marmalin came in with a wonderful message talking about that. He said, where is this real quick? He said, side note, the 50% divorce rate is a BS stat that is part of the programming to go against having a family. Many, myself included, fell for it. All I know is that's what I've heard my entire life is the divorce rate is 50%. And my thought was that the divorce rate was going to skyrocket because of social media and the ability to interact and just end. My theory was always that with the ability to log off or just not respond via text, communication was going to break down. And that's how, obviously communication is a big part of any sort of relationship. And I think we'd see the skyrocket, the divorce rate skyrocket. But I don't know, Marmalin, if you have any data on that, please let me know.
And to be clear, when I mentioned that data, it was not to say that, person A does not want to get married because they're looking at the statistics and going, well, where there's a 50% chance of failing. I'm saying people of the homes where there was that, you were in that divorce, you saw terrible parenting. I'm talking about that group who lived that. It's hard for them to go, oh boy, I want to do that to my kid too. Like, because you are terrified of repeating the mistakes of your folks. I mean, deathly afraid of it to the point that maybe you don't want to do it.
Commodore Van says, I'm 45. I got burned by 3 women in my 20s and 30s, working my ass off to provide for them with little in return, but drama, cheating, and excuses. So personally, I'm done not worth risking what I've worked for.
My dad was in a very similar position. I mean, he had my mom, and then he got married after my mom, and that woman cheated on him, and he wasn't able to like afford to keep his house after. And then after that, he dated a woman who basically just used him for his ability to do like labor, I guess. Like she basically had him renovate almost her entire house, and then was like, yeah, fuck off. And my dad ended up getting back together with like his high school sweetheart after that. It's been good ever since. And so it's like, it might not be the person you expect, but it's still possible.
Nathan came in and says, make them cheat on you and then remake with women. All right. Diddley Dooler says, Sargon had a quote a couple years ago that hit me hard when it was along the lines of, if I knew how it was to be a father, I would have hoped to meet my wife sooner so I could meet my kids sooner. Oh, that's deep, man. That's deep.
That's always really sweet when like you love someone so much. You're like, why couldn't we have met sooner, man? Like I would have loved to have even more years with you.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's great. Deep, and I love it. All right, Blabs, let's get a couple more supers while I pull up the next story, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, Dist Optimus for 5 says, did you guys discuss DSP banning Nyannis a few nights back? He called her a very mean word many times. Viva the wooden revolution we ride. No? I didn't even know she was banned. I don't pay attention to DSP. Book of Grudges for 5 says, Kirsche, Japanese women don't like buff himbos. In fact, being super buff is associated with homosexuality in Japan.
What? There was like an entire program in Japan that had like buff bodybuilder Japanese men taking care of the elderly. It was like a huge program that women were swooning over. Get the fuck out! You know nothing!
Wist for, I don't even know. It doesn't say how much. I must have forgotten the number. Anyway, it says ASMR Pest Control Man telling you how he's going to get rid of your home more than a dozen pest species in lurid detail. Also started playing Digimon in honor of Kirsche's playthrough. Xenosaga Sweep and Montez. Thank you very much. A Miner for 5 says, Dear God, it's a hot day in Texas. Old man Flabs, did you get any video of you using your metal detector? I only saw that picture on X. No, we didn't film anything. It was just, I found a spoon. Yeah. Stylist for 5 says, when the topic of the homeless come up, I always have the song from South Park in my head. Trey and Matt created something timeless with that one. Thank you. Noble Fan for 1 says, in a raspy voice, in the English dub, I sound like I smoke too much. Believe it. So I don't have a raspy voice. It's more of a mosquito. Oh no, Jesus is here. Look busy. I was gonna say Jesus is here, but no, it's Jesus. The only bug kill.
Oh, the audio's dead. Is it my audio or your audio?
I think she died.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, Blaz. While you get your audio scored away.
No, I had a USB hiccup. Anyway.
Okay. Well, while you do that, let's go. Let me go. Well, we'll get to that we'll come back in just a minute. Okay. All right, real quick, I do want to let you guys know before we move on to our next story, which involves the Roach King and insect boyfriends for you, Kirsche. I want to let you know that today's episode, once again, brought to you by our friends at Rumble Wallet. If you haven't yet, use the QR code on your screen. Download the Rumble Wallet app. You may like it. It may become a part of your daily routine. You may not, but you got to give it a try. This is meant to be an alternative to PayPal. In time, the idea is, hey, I like that shirt. Let's go buy that shirt with Rumble Wallet. Hey, I want to go to that concert. Let's go use Rumble Wallet for that ticket. Let's go and support my favorite creator. Guess what? You can do that right now with Rumble Wallet. If you're watching over on Rumble, you download the Rumble Wallet app. You can support your favorite creator. Kirsche, you know that on YouTube, they take 30% of all your super chats and everything right there. Yeah, it's crazy. Over on Twitch, was it 50%? 50% of all of subs.
50%, and then it scales. So at some point you get down to 30% Twitch cut, which is I think where I'm at right now.
But they do take your monies. Though.
They do take your monies. It sucks.
Not with Rumble Wallet though. 0%. 100% of your money goes to the creator of your choosing when you use Rumble Wallet. So I encourage you to download the Rumble Wallet app. You can use the QR code on your screen. We'd appreciate it if you use that QR code because that's the way they track all this stuff. It's called data. It's great. They say, hey, Side Scrollers is currently the 3rd most supported channel with Rumble Wallet on Rumble. We want to be number 2, then we want to be number 1. So do us a favor.
It's also cool.
What's that?
Stream Elements was going to shut down, but apparently they're getting bought out by somebody else. And everyone was like, oh my God, where am I going to get another alternative for a Stream Elements link where there's no platform taking a cut of my donations? Rumble Wallet.
Bingo. Thank you, Kirsche. On board. You guys download it right now. Check it out for yourself or go to wallet.rumble.com. Would greatly appreciate that. Once again, thanks to Rumble Wallet for supporting us. They support us. So please consider supporting them. Awesome. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. Kirsche, the big story the last few days has been the trial and ultimately the guilty verdict of Karmello Anthony. And we have seen some of the most crazy ass reactions ever to this. And the Roach King chimed in on this. And I wanted to see how you felt about his reaction to this.
I'm saying that. Fuck white lives. Y'all want to play these crackhead games, so I'm going to play them. Fuck white lives. How about that? How about that?
I told you, they are the most racist motherfuckers, bro. Like, these people are so fucking racist. It is insane. It's tribal as fuck. And I'm glad people are finally seeing this. I am. Because now, like, because any level of, like, white guilt that anybody has nowadays that's like trying to run defense for this or justify it or anything, bro, like it is just embarrassing at this point.
Like if you have that level of white guilt at this point, just kill yourself. Right? That's living by your principles, is it not? If you are going to agree with the people who are saying, fuck white lives, we should be able to indiscriminately kill white people without any consequence, and you're defending that, and you're a white person, just kill yourself. That is according to your principles.
It's amazing to see how some people don't see if you. I always go back to switch. Don't even make it a white person, right? Don't even make it a white person. Make it a Mexican person, an Asian person, whatever. And they said that about any other race, they would be flamed immediately over it. Immediately, you can't say that, right?
White people have both been dehumanized and also cornered to the point where you're not allowed to defend yourself. Anything in defense of white people are allowed to exist is considered white supremacy now. We have been stuffed into this box where we have to accept any sort of terrible treatment towards us, as well as we cannot defend ourselves without being called racist. It is an absurd paradox that we have been forced to live in this manner, especially when everybody wants to say that, like, oh, the racism from white people is the worst. And it's like, well, you've literally created a world in which white people are considered subhuman, and it's okay to discriminate against us and even kill us without any issue. Like, Irina Zarutska's murderer just got found incompetent to stand trial on the federal level as well. He's not going to have any consequences. I'm surprised Karmello Anthony had any consequences. Like, it's 35 years. That's fucking something. It should have been longer. It should have been a bullet. But, like, I'm glad he got something. That guy in that caused Belfast to be on fire now is like some Sudanese migrant trying to behead an Irishman who was helping that guy move in. It's just like, what? And then, like, all of the politicians are trying to be like, well, now is not the time to be upset, and we disavow all of this rioting. It's like, what the fuck do you expect from people? They have been downtrodden and discriminated and told, you don't matter. We're giving away your land and your houses and your government programs to people who don't like you, who hate you, who want to see you dead. Like, what do you expect them to do?
Well, the tribalism is real with this. And let's go and finish up the Asmongold clip here, because he's going to finish on a point. Then I have some more clips to show you to talk more about the literal tribalism here and the absolute absurd behavior of these people.
I'm actually so glad this trial happened and all this is happening, because I think this is going to be a big wake-up moment for a lot of people to realize that actually, no, like, a lot of these narratives aren't even true. It's just bullshit.
I wish that was true, but I don't know how much I could believe that, because, right, Irina Zarutska was supposed to be a wake-up moment. A fucking Charlie Kirk was supposed to be a wake-up moment. Like, we have all of these data points that should have been a wake-up moment, and yet there are still people who play the, like, I've been brainwashed game. And it's just like, at some point, you have to realize, no, some people are just incapable of waking up. And if things are going to change, like, you have to get involved.
So what's interesting here, and I want to go to the next little clip here. Do you guys know who Jemele Hill is? You ever heard of this name before? Jemele Hill was a sports reporter for ESPN, and she has since gone on to be probably one of the bigger race baiters there are out there. She was doing a show, and you can see the response here. There's obviously having a conversation. Karmello's own words: he touched me. I told him not to. He didn't say them. He said he. One person touched him, and people think that's okay to murder right here. So this is Jemele Hill's response here to this.
Let this be a lesson to us, especially to teach our young Black boys, because we have definitely seen this in our community, where the slightest of things has touched off something that can't be reversed.
You mean like stabbing a guy in the heart with a knife? Just, I don't know, just curious.
She's culturally
So we need to be having
blonde straight hair again. Why do they keep doing that?
Well, I mean, she sounds like she's making a rational point, so I'm just waiting for, like, the shoe to drop where she's actually defending something insane instead.
Oh, here's coming.
So we need to be having conversation with our young Black boys about emotional regulation and decision-making and discernment and wisdom. And those are not easy conversations to have in a world that sees them the way that they do, but we have to have them to save them, to preserve them. We have to have them.
I think that actually what she's saying here about the idea of you have to have a conversation like she says, are young black boys about emotional regulation.
Well, it's like what she's saying makes sense, right? You have to have
Right.
a conversation with the young black boys about emotional regulation, because if somebody just like touches you after you've been told 15 times to get out of their fucking tent,
right.
instead of stabbing them, you should get out of the fucking tent, right? That's the emotional regulation. Instead of escalating to a point where you murder someone over nothing, you need to emotionally regulate and act normal instead.
Well, allow me to kind of throw this in here real quick. How about just remove young black boys and replace it with, we need to have a conversation about emotional regulation. You don't need a qualifier in here, right? Everybody needs to.
I think qualifier makes sense, right? Because she's talking about the like machismo culture that exists, where like if somebody is disrespected, you have to escalate that to a physical confrontation.
Oh, sure, the ego, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's something that like other black people will talk about in the community all the time. That's like the disrespect culture, right? You can't lose that confrontation, and so you have to escalate until you can beat the other person, which is why I think what she's saying makes sense.
Did that start in the, and maybe I don't know, I just think back to the 90s, the early 90s. Did that start in the 90s with like stupid things like the rap war, West Coast versus East Coast?
No idea.
Don't feeling represented, whatever, this idea of I'm not going to be dissed. But people, I think you're onto something here. I do think that people are kind of starting to wake up to this. Like we're seeing a lot of people who are like, dude, like these people acting like this are insane. Like, and this lady over here has a really good explanation of just the insanity that's going on with Karmello Anthony. Let's see what she had to say about this.
If we take up for ourselves, we go to jail. If we don't, we die. So it's a catch-22 in this situation. What do you want us to do?
What I and most of the world want you to do is to stop acting like you're the victim when you're not. What I want you to do is to teach your sons that bringing a knife to a track meet is not the way to go. What I want you to do is to stop acting like you're oppressed. White boogeyman is not out to get you. What I want you to do is to turn to God, repent of your sin of being obsessed with race, making everything about race, playing the victim card. Every race-obsessed individual, we're over it. It's like the boy who cried wolf. We've had enough. Every rational, common sense folk in the world is tired of it. We have black ghetto fatigue. All you guys do are throw around insults and act entitled. You lack accountability. We want you to have accountability.
Patriot. She's just right. No notes.
She said the word common sense, and she was well spoken, and for that they will call her names because of that, right? They will label her because she said things eloquently. And honestly,
it's an Uncle Tom, basically.
Which is stupid. It's like a crab in a bucket mentality. Like you don't want someone to succeed.
Do you think? I mean, you said you don't feel like anything's going to improve from all this, Kirsche, or am I wrong?
I mean, it's not that I don't think that things would improve even slightly, but it's like, again, I'm used to the, Irina Zarutska got murdered. Surely people will wake up. Charlie Kirk got assassinated. Surely people will wake up. Oh, it's the third assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Surely people will wake up. I don't exactly have much faith on the people waking up, but what's going on in Belfast, I think, gives me a lot of hope that there are enough people who have not lost hope, I guess, and that things might actually be able to change.
Will you do me a favor? Catch me up on this, because I've been out of the country for 2 weeks. I have not followed the news. What's going on? What is happening in Belfast?
So essentially there was and I don't know if it's true that he is somewhat mentally deficient. I've seen some tweets saying that the guy who got almost beheaded was some form of like on the spectrum or like, low intelligence or whatever. And he was like a known person in the neighborhood, and he was helping the migrant move in next door to where he lives. And we don't exactly know what happened as far as like why the almost beheading started, but there was video circling, and I remember first seeing it and I was like, this has like 4 likes. Twitter's going to delete this. So I sent it to my mods and I was like, archive this video, because what the fuck is going on? And then the next day, like everything popped off, and he had his eyes stabbed out with a knife, and then the Sudanese migrant was trying to behead him. And a woman started recording, and a bunch of guys came over and like beat the African migrant off of the guy that was being beheaded at the time. And in the video, the woman also says, like the cops are here, back off, like knowing the cops would probably arrest the people trying to stop the murder instead of the murderer, because I mean, we just saw that with Henry Novak. And after that, everyone started burning things down. But the difference seemingly here is during the Summer of Love in the United States, everything was indiscriminately burned down. Black businesses were burned down by the Black Lives Matter and Antifa people. Just regular citizens were having like their entire lives impacted. And from everything I was reading online, it seemed like they were burning down specifically like government-owned housing that was housing migrants. And there were videos of people going door to door trying to find, are you a foreigner? If so, get the fuck out. And it's startling and it's horrifying to watch because you don't like seeing these things. Mm-hmm. But it's also like these are a people who have been told by their government, you don't fucking matter. We're prioritizing the foreigners over you in every single aspect of your life. We hate you. And if you tell a group of people that for so long, like, what do you expect them to do? You know? And then after all of these fires and protests and stuff started, everyone was like talking about it on social media. And obviously the left was like, oh, this is horrific. This is horrible. How could this happen? And everyone just threw back the left's rhetoric in their face. Like, oh, I don't see anything happening. I don't think you have, mate. This just looks like a summer of love to me. This is a fiery, but mostly peaceful protest. You know, so like everything that the left used to justify the wanton, careless violence has now just become a massive joke during the Belfast protests.
Wow. Can
I
great.
just add something real quick?
Yeah, please, Phoenix.
Well, I didn't want to step over you, Craig. Finish your thought, please.
No, I this is my first time hearing and learning about this. So by all means, that's honestly, like, I'm sorry, real quick. You said the guy who was helping the migrant had his eyes taken
gouged out. Yep.
Like he has no eyes.
It's on video. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on video. The migrant gouged his eyes out and then tried beheading him.
And when you say tried, like as in he's dead now, the kid is dead.
No, he's in the hospital. He didn't actually get beheaded. Thankfully, the migrant was stopped, but he has horrific injuries.
Yeah, like he was just like very casually trying this. It appeared like sawing
it off. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Phoenix, please.
So I was going to say, Kirsche, like, you know, you said you're waiting for everyone's wake up call. So I would say, again, I'm going to be culture guy. I always go back to culture because to me, that's where everything stems from. Kirsche, I don't think you would argue with me in that the right side and the normal side, if you will, right, doesn't have many venues for any kind of guidance because so if I'm an angry liberal, I could walk outside and there's going to be something that I can participate in, whether it's a rally,
millions of opportunities. You can even get paid for it.
Exactly. I've got celebrities I can turn to. I've got accounts I can go to. I've got fundraise. I've got every single thing I can. And then you go on the other side and it's crickets because we have invested in nothing. There is no outlet for anything. So when you have a lot of angry people who want to do something, where do you go? I maybe argue like Scott Pressler is someone that you could essentially maybe go to, but like I named one. You had Charlie Kirk, and I think it makes sense why.
Being from New Hampshire, I would say Jeremy Kaufman is someone that you can go to as well. He's been trying to do a lot of good in the region over here. But like I understand your point. Like there's almost nowhere to go. There's nowhere to vent. There's nowhere to like, you know, do something for your cause and be like, hey, we shouldn't be discriminated against like this. And especially in the UK. Which I think this is Northern Ireland, maybe. I think it's a part of Ireland that's in the UK. It's like if you tweet about this, even you go to jail. So your options are speak up and go to jail, or do something about it, and maybe if you can fix it, you don't go to jail.
And so it becomes hard for you to even raise your voice because A, there's nowhere to go, and then B, since everyone is islanded off, then you do have that fear. You don't have the strength in numbers. So you feel like, wow, if I just put my voice up, I get fired, I get harassed, and I get nothing for this. And so my point out of all this is, again, that's why culture is so important. The other side needs to invest in a microphone. I'm sorry, a megaphone. And we keep not doing that. We keep caring. All we care about is money. That's all we ever give a shit about. And that's why we keep losing. Someone needs to invest in trying to give voices and organizations, you name it, that way we can help organize.
With people on the right, it seems very like all of us, we value individuality, right? Like we're not a collective like the left is. But there is something to be said for like a small amount of collectivism, right? Like we bicker upon these tiny fault lines that don't even matter. There are people on the right who won't even look at my investigation stuff into Bridge because I'm an anime woman. And it's like what I have to say is still important. It doesn't matter that I'm fucking anime, bro. But they're like people like Tim Pool or Sargon would never give me the time of day to talk about these things. And I think that's an inherent problem on the right where like the left is like, yeah, we'll take you. If you believe in the things we believe in, fucking whatever, doesn't matter. We'll do it. But on the right, we bicker upon these like just things that don't matter. And that's why there's not enough, like Phoenix said, people grouping together and actually doing something.
Now, I will say this. We've had people who get pissed that we had VTubers on our show. They're like, I don't like the whole VTuber thing, that, you know, they don't matter. Like, and to me, I'm with you, Kirsche, right? It doesn't matter what you look like or you know, how you know, for you, you're an anime foxwoman, whatever. The substance is there, right? Now, Phoenix, let me play counter to you. You said somebody needs to advance to invest. I think that we actually have, like, when it comes to the common sense side of things, like Elon Musk is investing in these things in culture. And I think that X is a great example of that, right? And he's the richest man in the world. And I think that's the counterbalance, the counterpoint that, look, should he also be, you know, investing in games, in movies, in, you know, in distribution? The biggest thing is not just creating these things, it's distribution. That's the true reality of it, right? And I think that's what X could potentially be in time, is a distribution method for not just posts, not just the occasional videos, but actually, you know, full, you know, whether it's series, movies, whatever it may be, that entertainment that you're talking about. Because I do think that people are investing in it. It just
like TP USA is a good example of someone trying to invest in it, right? They're trying to make chapters like all over the country, trying to have places where people can locally get involved, which is what is very important. There seems to be so many people that, like, especially on our side, that are just like, well, I'm just one vote. My voice doesn't matter. I don't have to bother with it. And it's like, well, no, you do. Because even if you are just one vote, that one vote could end up tipping the scales. That one vote could cancel out somebody who came in recently and wanted to vote against your interest, right? Like even if you think it's pointless, that's even more of a reason to just do it.
Phoenix, I'd love to hear your response to that, because I think that Elon is investing in these things.
100%, yeah.
Right. He may not be traditionally center or right. You know, he was very liberal most of his life, but now
I love Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's seen as this far right guy because he knows what a man is, right? But he thinks that borders should be there, you know. So, but yeah, go ahead.
I'm obviously a very big fan of Elon Musk, not a big fan of his utopia he envisions with AI, but whatever. I admire him.
Disagree with someone and still work with them.
100%. Even if I disagreed with him completely, which I don't, I would admire the fact that here's the richest guy in the world, and he actually is trying to, in his mind, help. And he is giving up an enormous amount of money and all this other stuff to do so. So I only applaud him. He's our like Tony Stark. Yeah. But that's Elon Musk. What happens if we lose Elon Musk? God forbid. Where is everyone else? Because I'm telling you, on the other side, you will trip and fall over how many resources you have to air out your frustrations and to organize. And that's the thing. This side of the aisle keeps thinking that they're going to win a civil war if, God forbid, that ever happened, because we have all the guns. No, you will lose in a minute because you have no communication. You are disorganized and islanded, and you will lose faster than you could ever possibly imagine. It will be over in a second.
I will push back on that a little bit because, again, look at Belfast. Look at how immediately that got organized and was very specific, very targeted with what they were doing. It wasn't wanton like the Black Lives Matter riots. It was very targeted. So they had some way of gathering together, some way of communicating, probably some, you know, network that had been put together ages ago where it's like, we can talk in secret about these things that we can't talk about publicly for fear of risking arrest. And somehow they manage this network. And I think that is, I guess, hopeful.
Well, they have a history of organizing that. Yeah. And but also a much smaller country.
Yeah, it is much smaller.
My only point real fast is, like, simply put, is imagine if we did invest a little bit more resources into culture. That way we had these resources and people could organize, instead of saying like, well, we have a Charlie Kirk and we have an Elon Musk, the end. Let's go back to, blissfully ignoring that we have no cultural dominance in anything. And I think that if we did have that, I think you'd be seeing a very, very different tune now, because we would feel stronger in numbers. Why do you think this show is so important to people? The reason for it is because people get to listen to gaming news, culture news, politics, whatever, with like-minded people, where they know that if they say something that someone disagrees with, they're not going to be wished dead. They just go like, well, okay, there's an opinion I disagree with. It's nice to feel normal amongst a sea of people where the world keeps telling you how you're evil. But this is a nice place for people to come and go like, wow, I can finally just be myself for a second. Well, imagine if our side of the aisle invested in a lot of organizations where you could do that. I don't care if it's even just a sports league, whatever, that people could just come together and share opinions without feeling as though they're going to be attacked. And more of those resources make you stronger in numbers and make you more willing to fight because you have the resources to fight. And I don't mean fist fight. I'm saying literally, debate, etc. Peaceful, of course.
By the way, I'm watching. I just looked Belfast on X, and the things that I'm seeing here are obviously horrible. Right?
It looks like war. Like it is scary looking.
It's horrendous, right? And the fact that I see this guy, on top of another man, straddling his head and doing horrible things. Like I hate that I just saw that, right? And I hate that people
sometimes need to see that though, so they can understand like these people need to leave. They cannot stay here.
Right. Well, then you see the response to this of people going in and like people have been pushed to the brink of this. And that's the exact same response that you saw during the Summer of Love. We've had enough. It's time for change, right? And now you're seeing that on the other side of this, where people are like, we've had enough. It's time for change, apparently, in Belfast.
The way that I compared them is like the way that the violence was carried out during them, but I would absolutely not compare the reasonings behind the Summer of Love in Belfast, because it's completely different. And the violence that happened during the Summer of Love riots in America, that should never have happened. They had no grievance. They had no reason to do that.
Right. This is, as I'm learning about this for the first time, it's shocking. This is crazy. This is not on my end.
It is very crazy. And like I said, I don't like the violence. I would love to be able to have a peaceful solution to this. But the fact that they were able to organize and they were able to do something gives me hope.
Wow. That was not on my timeline today. And
that's crazy. That's like the only thing. My timeline has been entirely like Belfast stuff, Karmello Anthony stuff, and then people rightfully making fun of Karmello Anthony supporters and making fun of the leftist rhetoric used for the previous riots.
Man, that is crazy. That is crazy. Wow. Thank you for sharing that with me and seeing it with my eyes that I actually do have still, which is crazy. Apparently, the guy I'm reading the chat, they said he had one eye removed, and apparently he died yesterday. They said about
he was still alive as of this morning, but he was in very critical condition. They released pictures of him last night from the hospital where like his entire face is just cut up, and obviously they blurred his eyes. But if he's died since this morning, I don't know, but.
Jeez, how rough. That is incredibly disheartening to see. Incredibly. Jeez, yikes, no thanks. I see the chat says, a retro gamer says a change is coming. Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
It better fucking be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't want that, right? Like,
I don't want violence. I want to do it in a peaceful manner, but it's like...
It's inevitable if you have... This is why freedom of speech is so important.
This is why people keep saying like the deportations is the moderate option. This is the peaceful option. We are begging you, please let us use the peaceful option.
Until it's one of those things where you continue to push. You're not going to like the results, and that's the one thing that you hear continuously over and over.
That's why you need institutions and culture to help facilitate that. Because when you feel like you have no option, then it resorts to violence. This is everything I'm trying to avoid. But since there is no one investing in it, Unfortunately, that seems to be the likely trajectory where you're going to have, I would understand, I'm against it. I would totally understand, however, young white men saying, you know what? We're going to become NZs at this point. Like, because I understand, I don't agree with them, but I understand what's happening. If you have no recourse, if there's no way of you communicating your frustrations, and you're just going to keep having your rights taken away, and you're constantly told what a piece of crap you are, you're constantly told that everything in the world is you're responsible for, over and over and over again. Guess what? You're going to find an organization, and you're going to find an organization, unfortunately, not with bright people that can have rational, good decision making. You're going to have it with very angry people, very, very angry people. And then that's your organization now. And so then you get violence, then you get racism, then you get all this other stuff, trying to avoid.
Very much so.
Wow. Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot to learn in a very short amount of time. And I don't know if my brain was ready for that. So thank you for...
Sorry, Craig.
No, it's okay.
Do we have like cat news, like kitty news now? Like let's
happy fluffy kittens.
Yeah,
we do have a really sweet story, real quick. If we can do that, let me go to this story real fast. But on good news, we did hit our Montez goal today.
All right,
which is exciting. So how about we bust out Montez while I get that super happy finishing story here. Let's finish up with a little Montez. Kirsche, pick a number between 1 and 7.
4. Bitch! Montez!
You are racist.
Montez!
What a perfect one to have landed on.
I know.
Quite literally, yeah.
All right, let's do this quick hit here before we get to today in gaming history. And we do have a lot of supers, which we're going to get to as well. Thank you very much. I see we have, wow, that's spectacular today. Thank you, guys. And I have some direct donations to read as well. But before we do, let's talk about death.
Yay!
Like the tarot card, right?
No. Let's talk about death and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and what has to be one of the weirder crossovers in licensing history. My God. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles caskets right here. Right here. This is interesting to me. Based out of New York. Yes. The world's most radical caskets with colors for every character, delivered nationwide in as little as 2 business days. Character artwork not available because I'm guessing these are not officially licensed, but you can get them in whatever Ninja Turtles casket you want. He was cool but rude. He did machines, and he was a party dude over here.
He did machines. I hope he died like by fucking like some factory machine.
It's always funny, like when some eccentric rich guy like gets, a IP tithed casket like this, right? When they get like a Superman or a Batman or like there was a Spider-Man casket that got like sued or some shit. Like whenever they make those big ornate caskets, it's like, oh, whatever, that's a rich dude, that's eccentric, haha, that's funny and weird, but whatever. That's one guy. When you start like selling these kinds of things, it gets kind of gross to me, and I feel like based on all of the millennial sloppa kind of writing we are subjected with in our entertainment today, these kind of caskets are only going to get more frequent as time goes on. There's going to be more IPs, and you're going to be able to buy like Twilight caskets or like different Marvel caskets or Pokemon caskets, and it's going to get so commercialized and just grotesque, in my opinion.
I'm on their website right now. And have y'all seen the price of a casket lately?
Nope.
The specialty listen, they don't just stop when it comes to the Ninja Turtles over here. We have a lot of different special
Didn't we have
caskets.
Blabs in a Harry Potter one with her smiling?
We did not too long ago. Yes. And I just want to go through the specialty caskets over here, just to kind of show you some of the things that they're working with here. We have the White Cross, which is only $2,000 right here. This is probably my favorite one, though, which I'm very excited to share with you.
That one looks kind of nice.
Well, you're going to be there forever. You have the farmer one here, $2,500. The one that I'm most excited about here is at the bottom is the hyper casket.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, it looks like the Cybertruck over here.
World's strongest casket.
I want someone to troll me and put like rainbow stickers, BLM all over my casket. Just troll the living shit out of me.
Oh man, that'd be great. Well, I at a certain point, I got to ask, why do you need a strong casket? You know, like
I guess for grave robbers.
Yeah, grave robbers.
Or if you come back from the dead, they don't want you to get out.
True.
I love that you guys were like, grave robbers, you idiot! Like,
idiot.
You dummy. All right, well now we know, which is good. Now I'm totally on board with it. All right, so there you go. You can pick up your Ninja Turtles themed caskets right now from Titan Casket. The folks
expecting to die, pick up a casket.
Well, if there was an IP that you like really felt the need to be buried in, what IP would that be? Blaz, we know it's Harry Potter.
But
Kirsche,
I don't
what about
want to
you?
be in a casket.
I think you know my answer as well.
Oh, it's Xenosaga, 100%.
Yeah, obviously.
Right. Yes,
My Vector Industries casket.
Phoenix, would you be buried in the Panda Sub 2000?
Yes, I
no,
think
he'd
that's...
be buried with family.
yeah. I think it would either be the Panda
That's
Sub or like a Dodge Charger.
Just bury me in the car. Put me in the trunk.
Yeah. You know what I love? I love the idea of you being in your Fast and Furious casket that looks like a car, and immediately like you're lying there on the ground right there. You got you're like, but if you were to look to your left, you see Brian on one side, smiling with a thumbs up, and Tom on the other.
And I definitely want the word family written on my casket. And then we cut to the actual burial site. There isn't a fucker there. It's just a bird chirping.
Oh.
Family. That's outstanding. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and finish up with Today in Gaming History. We have had a great day today. We're going to get to all your Super Chats, Direct Donations, Rumble Rants here in just a minute, and we appreciate y'all sticking around and hanging out with us. But we have to finish up with, as the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on God's green earth, it is important that we finish up with Today in Video Game History.
Today in Gaming History with Flash.
Yeah, do it. Step on me, mommy.
Having deja vu. Did we already play that today?
We did. That was earlier. Yes, that was earlier.
To show you the step on me mommy thing. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
Blaz.
June 11th is the Game Boy Advance.
God.
What Jurassic World Evolution that used to be on the Xbox Gold. If everyone remembers that, like a million years ago, they used to let you play that one for free if you had Gold. That's how I learned how to play that game. Shout out Xbox back in 2018. And then Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. See, I told you I would have it on for today. The USA release date in 2021. Ta-da!
That's a great game.
Ta-da!
All right, some noticeable games that you missed today on June 11th. No, you missed some actually very good ones here. Phoenix, I'm curious, do you have Mighty Final Fight on the NES?
I do, actually. Not box, but I have it loose.
You do?
I
Wow.
should have that. Yes.
Okay. Price charting. This is a
loose.
Wow, that's good. Kirsche, are you familiar with Mighty Final Fight?
I am not, no.
So Mighty Final Fight is there's a game called Final Fight. It was an arcade game, and it was ported over to the Super Nintendo back in the day. And there was a lot of things like that people said were wrong with it. It was a 2-player game. You could only play 1 player and stuff like that. But it was still like a really fun game. It was an old school fighting game. Mighty Final Fight, you notice, was released in 1993, which was actually pretty late in the NES life cycle, which means that it is a rare game.
Yeah, that's when the bangers came out. So many good games came out like that last year or two.
Quick glance at this, Phoenix. You have a game that is worth $315 right here.
Yeah, okay.
So,
all right.
That's a nice little thing right there. That's good. Good job there.
Thank
Phoenix.
you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Also, Mario Golf released for the N64 27 years ago in 1999. That's a pretty good one. Not a good one. Street Fighter EX2 Plus for the arcade. Blabs, we need a little consistency here. Do you want to include consoles on this list, or do you not want to include consoles?
I always include consoles.
Well, sometimes you do, and sometimes you
No,
don't.
I don't. I never skip them. The fuck you talking about, bro?
Wow, so angry.
Yeah, you're like, we have some inconsistency here. I'm like, if you're gonna say that, better pull the receipts.
I'm just surprised that the Game Boy Advance came out the same year as 9/11.
Yeah. So maybe now we know what caused it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all the Game Boy Advance's fault.
The GBA caused
9/11. Yep, there
now
it
we
is.
know it. Thanks, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Infinite Space released for the DS, 2009. Doodle God, which is also Blabs' nickname, released 16 years ago in 2010.
That would be name.
Yeah. Tekken Revolution. That was already 11 years ago. Dr. Mario sequel for the 3DS. 2015. Rhythm Heaven Megamix, 11 years ago. Collection of Mana and Contra Anniversary Collection, both released in 2019. I actually recently played the Contra Anniversary Collection for my Switch. It was good times. Let's see. Goosebumps Dead of Night for Xbox One 6 years ago, and nobody knew about that game. And there we go. Bistro and Sportle released today. There we go. There's your video games for all y'all loving video game fools right there. Great stuff right there. And on a quick side note, Ninja Turtle caskets.
Absolutely.
Video game history. Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. All right, we have some support to get to. Now, we are running a little late, Kirsche, and I know you're going to be on, you said Count Dankula's show a little bit later on.
Oh, he's coming on my stream this time.
Oh, geez, look at that. But we do need to get to some super chats here. So, Kirsche, you stick as long as you'd like through this, but we have a lot to get to. So, with that said, let me read off a couple direct donations, then Blabs, I'm coming to you. Okay? Zlexon Doppelganger, I butchered that, came in with 5.
Zlizon Doppelganger.
Yeah, that's what it says. Zlizon. Says, any animals upset over the Karmello verdict should be deported to Somalia, where they belong.
True.
Okay. Emma came in with 10, says, I know a man like that, gay guy, and he literally gave my sister's best friend AIDS.
What the fuck?
Because he thought AIDS was too rare to bother testing. That's not even a joke. Emma, I'm sorry about your sister with AIDS from the gay guy.
That's insane.
There is a Ninja Turtle casket should you need one.
It comes full circle. We love looping here.
Oh, my gosh. Emma, you can send your complaints to Phoenix. That's good. JK came in and says, gee, Kirsche, Craig lets you have 2 dads. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Delta says, speaking of homelessness, one of the things that surprised me was learning Johnny Depp has been paying about a dozen people/families living situations since he first started becoming an A-lister in movies. Wonder if Ben does all that. Johnny Depp is actually paying for people? That's pretty damn nice.
That's interesting.
Y Incarnate came in with 10, says 10 for Gadget. Many fond yet not proudest moments. Thank you, Y Incarnates. Dead Pixel came in with $50. Says, well. Isn't it the most successful scammer of the VTuber community? Peggy and stuttery effing stupid piece of shit grifter Craig. just messing with you. Just wanted to say hello and wish y'all a great day. YouTube Labs for Montez.
Damn, he leaned into that joke.
You really mad. Dead Pixel, thank you very much for delivering some rage at us, and we appreciate that. Yes, that is my nickname, stuttering piece of stupid shit fucking grifter Craig.
And mine is Peggy.
That's right. Y Incarnate says, it's perhaps me projecting, but after being burned a few times where at least I could be confident in my abilities to provide, I would be very wary of girl boss. But as long as she would convince me I'm needed and wanted, there would be no issue. Isn't that really what it comes down to? Is that men just want to feel needed and they want to provide? It's really simple.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. Delta came in
Men
with
are
5.
easy.
Says,
Just be nice to them.
yeah, just be nice. Delta says the funniest clip from the Karmello Anthony scene might be a black woman shouting about how they shouldn't support or trust Asians too, and then the crowd is cheering her on. What? Okay. And Jesus came in with a gifted sub to the channel. Thank you very much over on YouTube. All right, Blabs, it's your time to shine.
Okay, well, we have to scroll all the way up at the very beginning at 31. All right, DFW something 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 for two says, Foxers here, can I get a heckin' friggin' munya? Munya! Ham for two says, no, it's fat with a PH. Get the F out. Lady Takanashi for 5 said, I just wasted half my life raising a child who won't carry on the family. She honestly is full of regret. That is a single mother pain I've ever seen it.
Wow.
Number for 1 says she could call him harem and start reading the Quran in Arabic, I should say.
Arabic.
5 says that mother is going to let him shout his homosexuality from the rooftops later. Oh boy. Young Stove for 2 says might want to do a wellness check on that boy. Oof. Ham for 5 says sucralose was taken out of the zero products about 2 years ago, and aspartame was put in with a protein additive for taste.
Really?
1 sick for 5 says I'm in North Carolina right now. I live here. I still wear jeans in the summer. Young Stove became a new member for 2 says, can we just blow the bridges in New York City? Net positive.
Wait, oh my God, there is no sucralose in here. I can continue drinking these.
22 a day again.
You're into a whole meltdown, almost crying, and then now you can't even read a label properly.
Who was that saint that just wrote that wonderful comment?
That was Ham the Third.
I love you, Ham the Third. I love you so much. We're gonna marry a Ham. Love you, bigly. Thank you.
Wow.
Woo!
You've just changed Phoenix's life.
Like literally.
Look how happy he is.
He's all those Zevias that he bought.
I love the idea of you taking all your Zevias, your giant just collection that you have in the corner of your pallets right here, and just taking a gun out and just pop, 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 pop.
Yep.
It's going to be
right
like
after the show.
Like Office Space, just beating the hell out of it with a bat. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, real quick, give it up for Karmello, who came in with $50, said, we're just normal men. Thank you very much, Karobi. Really appreciate that. I'm going to get you and Dead Pixels on the wall here. That is very, very generous of you. And Phoenix literally just pooped his pants a little bit because of that wonderful support.
Not a little, quite a bit.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Blabs.
RM for 5 says, here's $5 from Mexico winning against South Africa today in the World Cup. It's bullshit that Fox Utopia didn't make it to the World Cup. Clear Fox your sweep. Thank you for that. Ali Takanashi for 2 says, it's Gia Craig. Kirsche, teach him anime.
Gia Rao? What is that?
I don't know what we're talking about. That's what he wrote.
It was earlier. I butchered it, yeah.
Jesus look busy. He says the only bug killing simulator I'm playing are Starship Trooper games, Ultimate Bug War, and Terran Command. We recommend both of them. Thank you very much. Another 50 just came in from Marmalin on Rumble. For Phoenix, Pepsi Fun, the Coke guy, myself, but Phoenix is my spirit animal. Gotta support. Thank you very much for that, Marmalin. Schmirlies for 15 says, I've eaten kosher locust in Israel. Very crunchy. My Moroccan grandmother ate them growing up in the home country. Need a plague to drop the prices. Oh, boy. Young Stove for 2 says, I'm 39. Last in my name, I understand how he feels.
Hey,
Master became a new member. Oh.
Blabs, I'm sorry to interrupt. And I know this may derail the show, but just a real quick side
Did you eat a bug on vacation?
No. I did something. You said locust, and I saw a movie on the plane home.
The locust on a plane?
That you wanted me to see. I saw the Mummy.
Oh, about time!
That's a good one.
Did you enjoy it?
Everyone was so confused.
Yeah, I saw the Mummy, and I enjoyed it. Now I wanted to get into there was a couple pieces of pop culture that I kind of got caught up on. One was the Mummy, seeing the first movie, and the other, I've never watched Bob's Burgers before, but Bob's Burgers is so freaking funny.
I love Burger Bob.
It's so good, so good.
It's such a great show.
Oh, it's outstanding. All right, yeah, I'm sorry. We'll have it. By the way, when Leaflet is on Tuesday next week, I have a very important question for Leaflet regarding Bob's Burgers. But yes, please, by all means, continue.
Does Leaflet watch Burger Bob?
I think that Leaflet voices one of the characters in Bob's Burgers.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What if you just doxed her, bro?
Like Leaflet. I've watched every episode of Burger Bob. Which character are you talking about?
I think that she is the little girl in the show.
Louise?
With the bunny ears. With the bunny ears. Yeah. Well, I don't even know what her name is. Louise, I guess? Yeah.
Her name is Louise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I'm trying to think. I don't think they sound the same.
I think they sound exactly the same. But I don't know. We'll see. So.
Mac Patu says, Catch-22 gets successful, but some lunatic chick can ruin you, but bare minimums are to be highly successful. Slay Evergame for 5 says, Shay Phoenix equals Stunt Craig. All hail Foxu. Skullcast VTuber Babe of the Month. Kirsche even made you a musical video tribute.
Oh?
Ham the Third for 5 says, Kirsche did start with the burning of the bra, the whole movement getting started with yelling and fire. Gabe for 1 says, some women who don't date men who make even less than them. Marlon for 10 says, Western Michigan University did a study, so it's based off 1970s data to estimate the divorce rate growing up due to changes to divorce law. It was cherry-picked stats. The divorce rate is closer to 20%. Game on to Series for 10 says, I had an existential crisis last Friday. My dad told me that my great-grandmother was an Italian who immigrated to the U.S. from Italy. Looking for a better life, he joined the Mexican Revolution.
I love going to restaurants that are owned by Italian immigrants who have been here for like 50 years. That's some of the best food you're going to eat, man.
C. Blumberg for 2 says, Ireland has the best reality show of 2026. Fox Cheese for 10 says, you know who is on Rumble yet? Kirsche. $10 for strawberry kiwi pizza. Ew.
Well, I was talking to Craigie about that recently.
Game Hunter for 10 says, learning this information, I look at my parents with the most evil smug look. I quote, hell yeah, America's the greatest country in the world. Woohoo, America. I'm going to Olive Garden later. Arrivederci. Vote 95.
I'm sorry, real quick. I did see we got a raid over on YouTube from WDW Pro. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Always appreciate your support. And you guys, welcome on in. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. By the way, yes, I was talking about Lois Belcher.
Louise. Her name is Louise Craigie. I said it like 4 times.
Sorry, I was trying to find what her real name was right here. But I'm telling you,
she's nothing like Leaflet. You're crazy. You need your ears checked.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he was on a plane, so those other shitty headphones and everything.
Here, let's see.
So, you're in trouble again.
Drink some cranberry juice.
What?
Yes, it sounds exactly like
I guess like maybe
I hear
a little bit of the lisp, but like I don't think they sound the same.
Here we go, see.
Me, so I cannot react.
Anything I want?
Yeah.
Well, your room looks like it was decorated by a perverted jockey.
That is Leaflet.
No, it's
I'm
not.
positive.
Her name is Kristen Shaw.
Yeah.
No, you just doxed her, Blabs. Don't tell you just.
She's literally like this prominent actress that you see in like Hollywood. I don't know how is that doxing.
It's my theory. I don't know. Maybe Leaflet.
One way or the other, I think you should write out a little tiny script that we can redub Leaflet into that.
There we go.
True.
Yep.
When the first like issues with voice acting started coming out and they were like, oh, everybody needs to be the same agenda and race, blah blah blah, the first thing I always brought up was like in Burger Bob, both Tina and oh god, the mother, I'm forgetting her name, I'm blanking. Tina and the mother, they're both voiced by men.
Oh yeah, definitely. The mom is totally
by the way, I like Concords.
Yeah, okay, I'm familiar with that lady.
Linda, her name's Linda. I forgot Linda's name.
Yes. All right. I'm sorry. Yes, continue, Blabs. Maybe. And by the way, I'm just an idiot here. Or would it be very interesting to know that this? Well, yes. By all means, continue. Let's continue. I'll talk to Leaflet about this on.
Are you done having a conversation with yourself?
This is a very important thing in my life.
This is Greg's white whale right now.
I enjoyed watching Bob's Burgers for 5 episodes because I was like, oh, Leaflet is voicing the little girl Louise. Go ahead, yes.
You sure?
Nope, but go ahead.
All right. Vault Survivor for 2 says, without social media, the invasion of Europe by criminal aliens unaliving whites would be considered cookie conspiracy theory and disregarded. Ham the Third for 2 says, we need to rewatch Leaflet's vid, put them in a box.
This is the mom? That's the mom. Sorry.
Linda and Tina are both voiced by men, and I think they do
we have like 1,000
jobs.
supers.
Shut up, Blast. I'm learning about Bob's Burgers voice actors. Sorry.
I can understand him thinking it sounds kind of like Leaflet because like they have a similar like lisp to their voice when they say certain things. I don't think the voice sounds the same though.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm getting derailed here.
That's better. All right,
Goodbye,
Speed
Craig.
Force for 5 says, thanks for saying what we're thinking, Kirsche. Come on, Craig, Blabs, and Phoenix, stop being fence sitters. I don't think anyone here's a fence sitter.
I'm a fence sitter?
Yeah, the fuck,
When?
dude? He's like the activist here.
Me?
Phoenix is like the least fence sittery.
Yeah. But then he says, I'm just messing with you guys. I love you guys. Put my money whatever Kirsche wants. We don't have a showdown today, but thank you.
I'll put it in my
SPQR.
tits.
For 2 says divorce rate is skewed by people like my maternal grandfather. My grandma was his first wife. He was married 8 times to 7 women. Hashtag 2 and 4 was my aunt's mom. So we got married, divorced her, and then remarried her. Anyway, he who shall not be named for 10 says, as a black man, Voldemort's black, I guess, I have nothing but shame and contempt for those showing support for Karmello Anthony. These people are the reason the black community is in the gutter. C. Bloomberg for 5 says Craig wants to go back to the 90s. Meanwhile, the rest of us want segregation back to at the minimum. We're not the same, respectfully. Sonic for 5 says the Boondocks was made fun of all the Boondocks was made fun of all of this with the ninja. Can't actually say the word moment. Mr. Rich Low Pitch for 5 says, did you see Metcalf's dad go off on the Anthony parents? He called the father a beep and the mom a drunk beep and called them both cowards. Yeah, but that was from like a year ago. That wasn't.
No, because the Metcalf's father was a complete cuck a year ago. So it seems like actually having to face reality has changed his mind.
Matters for 5 says no one is ready for the conversation about how black women raising black boys or how women are raising boys. I wouldn't say all women. Yeah. Wolf Spain for 5 says no, Craig goes all the way back into Southern culture where Machiavelli's culture is the king. There you go. I can't speak today. It's the main point in Thomas Sowell's book, BRWL. Daddy Delete for 5 says the fact they always get outraged or have issues when it happens to immigrants and not the native population means that they have done their calculations and there's amount of human sacrifices acceptable to the rulers of their own people. But the newcomers but not the newcomers, and that should have terrified everyone. Thank you very much. C. Bloomberg for 2 says the Irishman was deaf, by the way. Is that confirmed? I didn't see that anywhere. Marksman for 10 says it's now being said the UK Sudanese man is part of one of the armies in South Sudan that are genocide the other ethnic tribes. May have been some low-level officer was never caught up on trip to the UK. The Diddly Doodler for 5 says the right's biggest enemy is the perfect being the enemy of the good. It isn't fully principled or perfect for everyone. It's dismissed and discarded for optics. A clever man for a clever name, I should say, for 10 says if the right isn't allowed to have moderate to share their views, they will go back to people like Oswald Mosley and George Lincoln Rockwell. The left won't want that. Ham the Third for 10 says, I'm hoping Elon Musk is looking into other alternative fuel sources for Tesla to transition from electric, nitrogen, chlorine, or fusion, something other than charging a battery. I do hope Elon Musk does that.
I love that. That's good.
Reese for 2 says, remember when we were ragging on Discord for the lack of privacy and all those alternatives are being propped up? We need to keep looking for and building alternatives, focused, privacy-oriented. Jacob for 10 says, I went to Olive Garden last month and bought a Bloody Mary for the girl I was with. She never had one before and she really liked it. I hate Bloody Marys. I just don't really like.
No, I can't do the tomato juice.
It's awful. It's awful. Laguna Cloud for 20 says, I mostly agree with Phoenix, but my biggest frustration with normal men is that, is it a war against you? Why are you so afraid to understand what they means with the terms they use? You must understand them. You must read. And to that, I'll say, Laguna, I think you need more grammar in there.
Kirsche, do you have a favorite alcoholic beverage?
I really like frozen margaritas, so it's kind of like a slushy with tequila. They're great.
Yeah. Do you like any like hard drinks that don't involve umbrellas? Because if you don't, that's fine. I love umbrellas.
No, I really like umbrellas.
Yeah, me too. Can I just say something real quick? And I will because it's my show. The pina colada, incredibly underrated, by the way.
I actually don't like the flavor of coconut, so I'm not a fan of the pina colada.
Ooh, man, I could have about a million of those Phoenix, do you have a favorite? Alcoholic beverage?
I back in the day, it was just always 151. That's all I ever drank was 151.
Phoenix,
get right to the source.
Did you at one point? And this is a legit question. Right?
Yeah.
What is the because 151 is like just mainlining alcohol right into your system.
Yeah, if you know me, like I just get to the point.
Yeah. You're
all or
very
nothing.
direct.
Yes.
Like, have you ever? I mean, and what I hear about this, I've never done this before, but I hear and I've seen on Jackass that the fastest way to get drunk is to inject it through your butt. Right?
Oh, okay. Well, been there, done that, Craig. No, I don't know. I have never injected alcohol into my asshole.
Well, I don't. It was just a thing I saw on Jackass.
Yeah,
by the
no.
way, did you see all the Jackass guys in the Pride Parade the other day?
Oh, were they? Of course they were.
Oh, yeah. I was like, dude, Jackass, those guys are also gay. I'm sorry. Continue, Blabs.
One day we'll get there. Jimmy Ray for 10 says, Dirty Civilian posted a video about insurgency networks. Very educational. Thank you. Fraser for 5 says, I think coming together to talk about it already unifies you more. We are all different in that way. We are the same. Zestway for 5 says, same thing just happened in Italy too. Fox News Xenosaga sweep. Jesus gifted a membership over on YouTube. He who shall be named came back in and says, when you make peaceful discourse impossible, you make violence inevitable, especially when it comes to the Irish. Screw you, YouTube censorship. Dak Forever for 5 says, do these caskets have anything with the new TMNT game coming out? He spelled caskets wrong.
No,
yeah,
by the way,
promotional.
They're not officially licensed, unfortunately.
Sly for 5 says 4XL large caskets, free delivery with coupon, right? Dak Forever for 5 says funeral homes have expensive shop online. Candidate for 1 says, speaking of death, when you think about it, it is an inheritance. It's just a dead giveaway.
Hey.
Counter for 3 says, with the cost of funerals these days, I've got it in my will to my family I've got it in my will to my family to cremate me and spread my ashes in my backyard next to my last dog under my fig tree that's nearly 70 years old. That's the way to do it.
Next to your Ninja Turtle figures over
there. John Kanji says, Blabs, play Rhythm Heaven. I think you really like it. I don't know that one, but thank you for the suggestion. Huaba? Andy for 10 says, hey, Kirsche, is the black version of you called Watermelon?
Oh my goodness.
Common Fan for 3 says, I just saw on X there was a massive ghetto teen fight in St. Louis with one having a knife. It spilled over into an Aldi Walmart with teens attacking customers. Arrest them all. It's crazy. And Sinbad for 5 says, I watched the Queen Quango Slayer Slime Overload daily. They sound nothing alike. See? And then Ham for 2 says, can we bring back ICQ?
ICQ?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I know what IRC is.
I know what the IQC is.
Okay. Was that it, Blabs?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. Well, that is excellent. We appreciate that. That is awesome. And guys, we appreciate y'all's support today. Very, very generous. As you guys have had a lot to say when it comes to a lot of these topics. Kirsche, you are going to be joined by Count Dankula today. What time is that at?
5:30 Eastern.
Okay, about 3 hours from now, huh? So, going to be a big show, I'm sure, for you. So,
yes.
Cool. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think if we have anything coming up that we really need to promote. But no, I don't think so. Everyone go check out Kirsche's show later today. Go to Kirsche.com and go pick up whatever she has going on over there.
Heck yeah, we're working on some nice stuff at the moment.
As opposed to bad stuff, which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should, that'd be fun if Side Scrolls just sells really bad merchandise.
As a joke.
Bad merchant. Yeah. All right, that's going to do it for today. We're going to be joined tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time by...
we got Cindy and Meg tomorrow.
Ooh. Oh, that should be fun. That should be fun. Cindy and Meg. All right, guys, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. Do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 150,000 over on YouTube. The almost 50,000.
We just got another super chat for 10 real fast. Team leader for 10 says, I think the right needs to become just as mistrustful as the GOP as we are with the Democrats. Yes. Watch the real moral Puritans freak out over GTA 6 later this year.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see how that goes later this year with GTA 6 and the freak out there. All right, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Join us tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time. Kirsche, you're the best. We'll see everybody tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central. I've said that about 14 times. Time to go. Bye-bye. With that said, we're going to try to keep it down. Don't let them. You guys got to go. Go get it. See you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Brutality.
Oh, that's good, Phoenix. I'm bad at my job.